Hello everyone, welcome to another Sentry Box stream. Your host Chris Sheriff, joining me as always, Greg Jackson.
Hello.
And then we have Sam and Jeff today. Sam's hiding off camera.
Yep.
So I can fix that. So we have Sam and Jeff.
Yay.
So today we're going to be playing some board games that I've not played before. Sam's not played before.
I haven't played
Jeff's
either.
not played before. I think Greg's feeling smug after winning 40k last week, so he's going to try and keep his winning streak going.
Well, my opponent was pretty bad, so, you know.
Carly won't be watching Rocky. Unless you put it on the...
Yeah, I should put it on the screen out front. Yeah.
And then we do have a little bit of news, not too much going on this week, but I've padded it with as many random pictures as we could. And that'll be about it. So, do you anything else?
No. I mean, we can tell them, obviously, what we've got next week, but we'll do that at the end.
Get straight on to the news then. So I'm going to jump in first this time. The only real miniatures news that I have, because I didn't look everywhere this week, there's not that much been going on, is the Latari Elf faction for Rune Wars has gone to shipping now. It doesn't have the infantry for them yet, it is only the actual army box. So you get the unit of Link's cavalry, the archers, the weird tree man thing, and the character. And then the rest of it should ship normally like 6 weeks later. I expect give people time to buy 2 of these before they put the normal boxes out. We did ask on the show last week which army I should play for in the Infinity Escalation League between the LA Steel Phalanx or the Shock Army of Acontecimiento.
Nice.
Yes! Shoots his scores. The feedback was pretty good actually. There was quite an active thread on our Facebook page for a change. We normally get terrible engagement when I post. No one is interested. So I am going to be doing the Shock Army of Acontecimiento. So I'll be building those this week and doing a bit of painting, and you can all follow along. I'll make sure I bring some pictures in and you can see the progress on that.
I think the main reason people voted for the Shock Army was so that you would have to keep repeating that name.
The Shock Army of Acontecimiento.
So eventually you'll sound like a native from like Portugal. Yeah.
Well, Google Translate told me it was Portuguese, is what the language it recognised.
Yeah.
So Corvus Bella is a Spanish company, so lots of weird and wonderful names in there. The other news is just a little bit of Games Workshop pre-orders. We've got a new Apothecary.
Apothecary.
Yeah, for the Primaris Marines. And the giant repulsor tank thing is also out this weekend as well. So more Space Marine stuff. I didn't check any other news because lots of what I've been playing at the moment. So you're all stuck with what I'm doing. Then Greg's got lots of board game news because he was professional this week. So what do you want to talk about first?
Let's go with Total Recall, which I don't know that much about. This is one that's on Kickstarter right now. The only reason I wanted to talk about it is because it's Total Recall. Which
is it the Arnold Schwarzenegger version?
So what version is it?
I think it is supposed to be, although it could probably be either, because it actually, surprisingly, is not a miniatures game. You do get the guns and the turbinium bars, but it's not a miniatures game, so it wouldn't, it doesn't have an Arnold Schwarzenegger or Colin Farrell mini to tell you which one. Apparently the gameplay is...
Can you read the chat there?
No.
Makes him wish he had 3 hands.
See,
I'll let you figure out that reference for yourself.
This is why I brought this game into the news, because I know that there's people out there like me who will enjoy making little quotes and
I've never seen that movie, so...
Quaid! Mr. Quaid! But yeah, apparently it plays a little bit like Good Cop, Bad Cop, if you are familiar with that. But it's on Kickstarter now. Other news, let's see, photosynthesis. So this is coming from Blue Orange, who are predominantly kind of lighter games, is what they tend to do. They did Kingdomino, which was the recent Spiel des Jahres winner.
Last week or week before.
On the news, we talked about that because it won the Spiel des Jahres. So this is a new one that they've got, which it looked really interesting. It says on their page that the game only takes like 15 minutes, which is kind of like Kingdomino, so it's super light. But it sounded interesting because you are basically like a species of trees, and you're trying to have your species like win by you score points by like having more trees grow and survive.
There was an advert on British television, I think it was for HSBC, where it just goes through loads of people's aspirations, and then there's this one woman who's like, I want to be a tree.
I remember that.
Gotta play that
You can just
game.
play the
Yeah.
game.
But it's kind of interesting because you have a mechanic where the sun revolves around the board, and obviously it casts shadows with the trees on other ones and blocks the light to them and stuff like that. So it sounded kind of a unique theme and
Area denial and control.
but you know,
But with trees.
Practically the god.
but with trees, with trees, yeah. So that sounded interesting to me. Next up, Cities of Splendor. So this is an upcoming expansion for Splendor, which is very popular. And this expansion is basically 4 expansions in one. So there's 4 different modules that you can add to your game of Splendor, and they just put the article out for the final 4th one. So if you go to their website, you'll be able to read up on all of the 4 modules that are in there. And I really like Splendor. It's it's a really good, quick, easy game that has some strategy to it. I'm not always a big fan of expansions, but having read about these ones, there's at least a couple of them that sound like they're going to be a lot of fun. So I'm not sure exactly when it's out. I think it's either September, October, probably October. Probably an Essen release. And then what else? Through the Desert. So this is a classic from Rainer Knizia. It's been through a couple of publications previous, and now Z-Man are going to reprint it. It's been out of print for a little while. I don't know if it's going to come with the pastel camels. For those people that are aware of the previous versions, it came with little camels that you were placing on the board, and they were all in like delicious candy-looking pastel shades. So you always wanted to like eat the camels. So I'm not sure if they've not got those, then it's probably gonna tank and no one will want it. But
You put your hand up, Miss Hoover. I ate my camel.
exactly. So, and if you're not familiar with it, it's kind of got elements similar to Go, like the classic ancient game of Go, in that you're kind of trying to surround areas and control them. But yeah, it's a good classic game. So that's kind of the news. There's a couple of new releases I was going to mention. Lignum. This is basically a second edition. They brought out this game a couple of years ago, and then they've just done a second edition. This one's also about trees. I like trees. They're really good. Although this one, you're chopping them down. It's about...
By photosynthesis.
Yeah, by photosynthesis, grow your trees, and then lignum, you're chopping them down. So yeah, you're woodcutters and you're competing to score the most victory points by chopping wood and selling wood and processing it. Yeah.
The one you played on Boxing Day, the Christmas one, where you have little... You do like trees.
Click Clack Lumberjack. Yeah. So yeah, Lignum, and then Sidereal Confluence is a new one out from WizKids. This one looked interesting because it's for 4 to 9 players, so that's a pretty good range. You don't often see games with that kind of player count, and it's primarily a trading and negotiation game. So there's 9 different I think, alien races that you can play, and they're all asymmetrical. They have different powers, and but none of them kind of can do everything in the game. So you have to negotiate with the other players to get what you need, and you're trying to build your economy and I guess win overall by building up your economy better than the others. But it sounded an interesting one that if you're looking for a game that's kind of a little bit meatier but plays more players, there's not a lot out there, so that might be one that's worth checking out. So and I think that's it. We did have a few more new releases in, but those are the ones I thought sounded most interesting. So
yeah, I mean, store news. We've had Drew get really excited for Legend of the Five Rings events and stuff like that. What should I play it? I mean, Legend of the Five Rings is going to be awesome. You'll
L5 LCG
about that after Gen Con.
Yeah, because he's going to Gen Con to play in the L5R event. So
yeah, I got beat in our Rune Wars Escalation League. Someone turned up and was offering to play, so I stayed after work and got absolutely destroyed. So love myself some Rune Wars, especially when I lose. Any other store news?
I mean, we've started recently doing the what staff have been playing weekly posts, and have now
It's just you and Sam.
pretty much. No one else tells me. I'm sure the rest of the staff are playing stuff.
Gord has his like 5 standard games.
Good has his Colony Wars and Virgin Queen and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But Sam plays a lot of stuff. I sometimes play a decent amount of stuff.
I don't work here anymore, but I still play stuff.
And, yeah.
So no one cares where you check.
Yeah.
You're not a star anymore.
So, if you were still here, you could post about what you've been playing. But we've slightly ramped it up in that now we've made it a blog post rather than just a Facebook post, so we actually can have links to the games. And I've also decided that we should split it and show who has played what, so that people, if they're like, oh, I'm interested in that one game, I can go and ask Sam what that game was like or whatever. So
check out where can you find the blog?
there's a link on our all the blog posts come through Facebook as well, but there's also a link to the blog on our website on the front page as well.
So without further ado, move on to game number 1.
Dice Forge.
Dice Forge show.
Yeah.
It's a different one. We've done that video.
Alright. Hopefully all the pieces are not everywhere. Oh yeah. Alright.
Get the Infinity Camera
That's
shot
your
as well.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's favourite.
So,
I feel like at some point one of these is going to hit me in the face.
is it better to have the box this side and this side, or the other way?
Let's see.
It's better to get that way.
We need the box in the shot. Yeah, we'll have it on this side.
Alright.
And then I think that should be enough space.
Okay. Then everyone needs one of these.
Yeah, pretty good.
Green, orange,
Nothing like
black
framing shots
and
like that when
blue.
we've not checked it out.
Orange, black, blue.
Oh, I don't wanna
They're
be
all the
like a boy.
same.
I don't know about that.
I'll be
Blue,
I'll be blue
black.
to match
There's
my
no red
t-shirt.
option.
You can be black to match your heart.
What? I don't know what you're talking about, Chris. Okay. So, everyone needs their little cubes.
Oh.
So we'll get everyone like set up, and then I'll start explaining what's actually going on. Start player.
Thank you.
What's this? I don't know if we'll need these, but here. We'll need.
It's a cool insert.
Yeah, the insert is really good. There's a spot for everything. And might not need those. Probably will though. Might not need those. cards. So that's this side.
Oh dear.
What?
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
It's funny because it's a picture of a deer.
That is hilarious.
It's pretty good though.
That's why we bring Chris along. Alright. So we're almost there. The only thing is this.
Do you have it too? Okay.
Everyone should have exactly the same
Dice.
dice to start with. Oh yeah.
Oh, fancy.
And then this just sits in here. Alright.
Do we get to forge our dice?
You do get to forge your dice.
I don't have to put a false advertising.
Alright, so Dice Forge is a game of forging dice. You're trying to score the most glory by performing feats for the gods. And we each start with these dice, and we're going to start with some amount of gold. And then basically every turn you're going to be rolling your dice and generating the resources that you roll. And then you will have usually two things that you can choose to do in your turn. You're going to either buy new die faces, and you'll pop out the old ones and add the new ones, and they'll obviously be better than what you start with. Or you will spend resources that you've previously got to buy these cards, which will be worth victory points, but will also either give you a one-time bonus or an ongoing effect for the rest of the game. And in a 4-player game, we're going to play 9 rounds total. So we'll play 9 complete rounds, rolling dice, buying cards, and then count up your victory points at the end. So everyone has the little snazzy player board thing, which shows your current resources. So gold at the top. I forget what it says. Sun shards are the red ones. Moon shards, the blue ones. And then the bottom one is victory points. So you'll see it has 0 to 9, and then it has the 10s. So if you gain more, you just adjust accordingly. So, yeah, if you get over 100, you'll grab one of these 100-point things.
That's cool.
And I think everything's good in a 4-player game. How do we determine who goes first?
Schwazi.
Probably just random.
Roll the dice.
The person who
Youngest
starts with
player
Hey.
becomes the first player.
Have you seen The Godfather?
I have actually recently.
Have you seen The Godfather? You should have. He could have come down. He wouldn't have been welcome.
I was busy.
Alright, well, you get.
No one. It was only me who'd seen The Godfather.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen part 2. I've only seen part 1.
Alright, so. Start player starts with 3 gold.
Okay.
Second player starts with 2 gold.
What?
Third player starts with 1 gold, and the fourth player starts with 0 gold. That may seem counterintuitive,
Yeah.
but the way it works is that at the beginning of every player's turn, all players roll their dice and generate resources. And then you get to either forge dice
so-
or buy cards, so the start player is only going to have 1 die roll before they get to do something, whereas
Oh,
the fourth
yeah,
player
that
will
makes
have had
sense.
4.
Yeah.
So it seems counterintuitive, but it makes sense once you know.
Should have gotten dice.
Oh, I've got the one on
What? Oh. I guess I could use the box.
So yeah, on a player's turn, all players roll both their dice.
It's just it's quieter.
Oh, that makes sense.
All players roll both their dice
We're all
and
rolling at the same time.
generate what they get,
For me.
Okay.
and then you keep them with the die face that you rolled face up that can be relevant later on.
Okay.
So you start with one die that has 5 faces that generate a gold, and one face that has a sun shard, and then the other one has 4 faces that have gold, one that has 2 victory points, and one face that has a 1 moon shard.
Your symbols are in a different position to my symbols.
Terrible. So
It's relevant. Dice knowledge.
Really waiting.
everyone rolls the dice and generates the resources. The active player, if they have any cards here that have the little cog symbol, will be able to use those abilities. They're basically once per active turn abilities. Sometimes they'll generate extra resources or let you roll a die an additional time, that kind of thing. And then they choose to make an offering to the gods or perform a heroic feat. The offering to the gods is buying new faces. You can buy multiple faces. The costs are on the board here, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 12. These are special ones that you cannot buy, but you can get through other means. So any tile in this one costs 2, any tile in here 3, and so on. They're mostly self-explanatory. If it's like this one, it's 1 victory point plus a sun shard. This is your choice of one of the 3. This is your choice of one of those 2. Down here, there's one that is you get one of everything, or this one is 2 of those.
You can replace any face.
You can replace any face. You could buy multiple, so you could buy 2 and you could choose to put 1 on each die, or you could put both on the same die. When you do that, whatever is the last one you buy for a die, you set it to that. And again, it's only relevant for the occasional card, like one of the cards, but not a huge deal. So the other thing you could do instead of buying die faces is move your piece to one of the locations, and then you would spend the appropriate resources, in this case either 4 or 5 moon shards, to take the card. If another player is already there and you want to go there, you can do that. You oust them, they go back here, but the ousted player immediately gets to roll their dice and get whatever they roll. So if you can block other people, it makes them choose, do they really want to do that and oust you and give you something, or do they do something else? So you take the card. If it has an immediate effect, you apply it, and then you flip it face down. If it has a cog effect, that's the once per turn thing, then you would keep it. There's a couple of other special cards that do different things, and I'll explain those. After you've done your action, whether it's buying die faces or cards, you can choose to spend 2 sun shards, that's what this little symbol here is, to take an additional action. You can only do it one time, so you can't spend 4 to get 2 extra actions. So typically that's going to be you bought die faces and then you buy a card as well, or you could buy 2 cards with that. And that's the end of your turn, and then it goes to the next player, and then everybody rolls. They do their action, then the next player, everybody rolls. And then once we have done a complete round, we go to round 2, and we keep going until we have done 9 rounds.
If you replace a die face that's already been replaced, does it go back into the tray?
Does not.
You can buy stuff and get rid of it just to make
You see how this is
just
going
to, just to buy it to deny someone else. So at the end of the game, you'll basically add whatever points you picked up during the game, and you'll add the victory points on the cards. And that's it. So I can quickly just run through what the cards do. If you buy this one, you get you flip it over, and you get one of these little hammer things. These hammer tokens have a 1 on one side and a 2 on the other. You would start it at the beginning on the 1. From that point on, anytime you gain gold, you can choose to spend any amount of the gold you got immediately to move 1 space along this track per gold. When you get to the end, the first time you score 10 points, this comes back and flips to a 2, and then you can keep going. And when it gets to the end again, you then score 15 points. After that, it's done. But it's a way to potentially score up to 25 points with gold that typically towards the end of the game is often not that useful because you've already kind of buffed your dice. This one lets you add this little extra piece onto here because you are limited on your player board. So once you have reached the top of these tracks and you gain more, it's wasted. So this just lets you have extra.
Can you get extra on top of extra?
I believe so. There's nothing.
They do fit on top.
Looks like they fit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can. It didn't seem to indicate that there was a limit of 1 per.
And then no one else gets
Yeah, I was gonna say, just one person takes
Yeah,
up 4.
all of them. You'd be like,
There should be
yeah.
a punishment at the end if you have them empty.
So this one means you roll your 2 dice on your turn, and then as long as it is your turn, you then pick one of them and roll it again, and
Again, I'll re-roll it.
you get again. So you would roll both, get what you roll, and then you'd roll another one again and get that. This one is everyone else rolls, and you get to pick 2 of the rolled faces and apply their effects. So basically, if everyone else has got really good dice,
Yeah.
they roll them and you get to pick 2 of the best results. That is just straight up 12 victory points. This means you get one of these ×3 die faces, and fairly simply, if you rolled a ×3 and the other die, you get 3 times what the other die says. This is a one-off. You immediately roll your dice and get what you roll twice. This one is 26 points. This one is roll a single die 4 times and get the result of each one. This one is get one of these question mark symbols, and I believe that is when you roll it you can pick what is it? You copy the effects of a rolled face on an opponent's die. If you happen to have this and this, you would pick which die face and then have that 3 times. 14 points. This is a one-off. Roll both. Everyone else rolls all the dice and they lose what they roll.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh, yeah.
This is a once per turn you can get a gold or a sun shard or a moon shard. This is a one-off, get 3 gold and 3 moon shards. And this is a once per turn.
3 gold for 4 victory
You
points?
can spend 3 gold to get 4 victory points.
So
On your turn.
Can you get multiples of the same card?
You can get multiples of the same card. And yeah, the costs are indicated along here. So this one costs 5 of each. And they get more expensive up the side.
Okay.
And that's that.
Let's go.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So
Nice.
Sam's turn. Everybody rolls. Look at that. 2 gold.
2
Two
gold.
victory points already. Winning.
Surprise.
Stop now.
Get him.
Winning.
Get him.
Get him.
Okay, and then I get
Alright.
to choose what I want to do?
Yep. So it's your turn.
And I can buy as many of these as I want, right?
You can. Yes.
One of these.
All the gold.
I want one of these. So my Google is like 0, right?
Go to 0, and then you choose where you want to put them. It recommends using the new face to like help
Or
Well,
breaking nails.
The
Or you
old
can break
one
your nail.
out.
Okay. I'm gonna trust that advice.
Oh, I think so.
That's
I don't
what
want
it
to
is.
like this way.
Yeah.
I want to like slide it.
Yeah, there you go. So you,
Almost
so you
how
put them
designed it that way.
both on the same or on different ones,
Different ones.
and then you would set them to the new faces.
What's your problem here, huh?
Like different ones.
Ah.
That's greed. It's going for the 1 in 36 chance of rolling a double.
Be a lot of gold. So that's the one thing with this game. You can't be like, okay, I'm done. Go on to the next player.
You gotta wait.
Because you gotta roll your dice now.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to kind of wait. Hey, look,
Oh,
two
two
more
more
gold.
golds.
I got 2 maker
Yeah.
coins. So like I score them now, right?
I'm
Yep.
not winning.
Yeah.
Tied for first.
When you roll victory points, you get them right away.
I'm supposed to put them in here so you don't I'm not cheating.
Yeah.
That's right. Always cheating.
Can I just like put these in front of me? Doesn't matter?
Yeah, just keep them to the
Okay.
side
Yeah.
because
I'm
basically
gonna
they're
hit this
done.
guy. And I still have 2 left.
It's going to be nothing good left for me.
I'm gonna get one of these guys.
Oh, sad times.
That's why you got more gold than everyone.
What are
Right,
you talking
I got
about?
no
Oh, you got no gold. Sorry, that's why you get 4 turns before it's your turn. Alright.
Let me sure on this one too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you see?
Yeah.
Got
It'll
it.
get like wedged right up in that hole up there, probably. In the
Has to just
ceiling.
be us
Or
digging
like
them
it'll
out.
fly out under the door.
This should theoretically pass every time.
No, it stays with you the whole time.
Make sure we know when the round's over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or it doesn't.
Right. Good to go. I'm gonna roll my 6 now. Oh, I should probably spend my gold.
Mhm.
Not cheating at all.
I'm going to have to drag sword play over here.
Alright.
Yay, I got 5 gold.
Ooh, I got a moon shard.
Of course I dropped it.
You get it?
Does that mean
Right
you
under
get
your
more
foot.
gold if you can't roll them on the table?
Yeah.
Counts as a
I was
miss.
dropping the rules.
I think this is time for house rules.
Alright, there we go. 2 points. And there. There we go. Okay.
Oh, you rolled the 4 already.
So I have 6 gold, and I'm gonna buy this one. And I'm gonna buy this one. And I'm gonna do.
Tempted to take that one.
All the cheap
It'll
ones are
get better.
gone.
It'll get better.
So sad.
That's how it goes.
Hey, there's these ones still. That's good.
Alright.
You put 1, 2 different ones?
I did.
Me.
It is
I'm
yours.
the youngest,
First
so you can
turn.
go first.
Oh yeah.
2 gold.
Sunshine.
I got Sun Shard.
Ooh.
Sunshine.
You got one of each now.
Cheese.
I got nothing. Some gold.
2 gold. I know.
I'm happy I'm not rolling a victory point one. I don't need that.
I think I will.
Pass.
Ah, so
You don't have
one.
moon.
Oh no.
You're blue.
So this is an immediate one.
That's an immediate. Get that.
Get 3 of each.
3 gold and 3 moon shards. And then you just flip it face down.
I feel that's a mistake. So I don't get to do this. No, I can't buy.
So you don't have any
Yeah.
Firestone?
Correct.
It's not bad.
You good?
I'm gonna go
Good.
over on my gold before my turn. Though.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Okay. Sam's turn. Round 2. Oh, look at that. 2 more gold.
Hey,
Victory
I'm at
points.
max gold now.
At least
in
you get
trouble.
to stand yours.
True.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna waste some gold.
No, I'll just start rolling the other things.
I'll try.
Obviously, it's that
Roll
easy.
better,
You
but
do
this
it.
is dice.
Roll the dice.
Definitely love me.
It's a dice game. Chris loves his dice games.
Ooh,
One of these.
she's going big.
And then
Go big on go home.
Gold stones. Oh yeah.
do I want one of those? Yeah, I do.
Oh, you
And
do?
then I want one of these.
You want one of those for
Yeah.
11 total?
Yeah.
Alright.
I gotta change it all.
Yep.
That's all.
And
Hey, I was gonna like max out on money. I had to do something.
For the victory points in the cards, do you score it?
At
or
the
do you-
end.
So it just goes face down.
Yeah.
That's hidden points.
Oh, you did take the 2. I was like, took the 0.1 anyways. You took the 2-pointer.
Did.
Okay.
All good?
Yep.
Yes, turn. Oh, yeah.
When I still roll 2 gold, that's
One
just
gold and one of my choice. I'm gonna take.
You get one of your
I'll take
choice.
blue. Yeah. That's right.
I am going to go here and spend my 2 moon shards to get this.
Nice.
See, that's my problem. I don't have any moon shards or sun shards. I can't do anything besides buy dice
I
stuff.
only got one so far. Oh. There's another
Yeah,
blue.
2 more gold.
It all
Woohoo.
worked out perfectly.
Did it?
No wasted gold.
You still have a turn.
I
Yeah.
can spend it on my turn card.
But you roll.
You have to
start
roll
your
first.
turn.
Oh.
Okay, I think I probably just want to buy something else.
Some money.
I'm gonna buy one of those and one of those for 6 total. So I'm gonna put in there. That one in there.
I think we're going to get real fast at switching out eventually.
Yeah.
Okay. Your turn.
Don't roll gold.
Victory points.
2 gold.
Double gold.
Yep.
Okay, I still haven't rolled my 6 gold yet. Jeez.
Okay.
Now it's not worth it.
What you gonna do?
If I go here, can I buy both of them?
You can only do one.
I cannot go there because I need to spend some gold.
Buy some stuff.
If you have, do you have 2 fire things? No, you don't.
No, I only have. What should I buy? I have 12 to spend. I think I will go for
Going big.
just the big one.
Yeah,
Just the big
I
one.
thought about it.
that's what I would do.
You're terrible against it. That's how I've heard of it.
Oh, yeah.
3, 6, 9.
Going for all the little things. Thought you didn't like the gold.
I don't.
Could just save the rest.
Could just save the rest.
That's 9.
10, 11.
Do it.
11.
Do it. Do it.
Oh, God.
11.
Even
Alright.
now you need your board
Now we have to-
extension.
Waiting for him to take all those things out.
Yeah, jeez, Chris.
Slow player.
I'm going to put this one back. And then I'm going to get this one instead.
Gotta maximize that value.
Yeah.
Spending all of it.
No.
What, you should
Yeah, you
Yeah,
put
but
a
you spent more
3
dollar you're
Yeah.
11
Yeah.
before.
Oh, cheating.
Trying
Trying to cheat. It's terrible.
I feel like I'm behind on the whole changing my dice thing.
Yeah, but you got the deer thing going, so that's pretty good.
So that means I get to roll 1 additional time. One of the
One
dice.
of the dice, yeah.
Only on my turn.
Yeah.
One of these days I'm gonna roll this. And it's gonna be when I already have 12 gold.
Yeah.
I was going to put one
yeah.
super die, but
Wimped out.
I did win both.
Okay, so Sam's turn.
Yeah.
Round 3.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
7 gold. I'm already at 8.
None of the stuff that I
2
just bought.
gold. One of those.
Really?
And one
Yeah.
of those.
Let's go.
Nice.
Well, I maxed out.
Did you lose gold?
Yeah,
Nice.
I lost 3 gold. Basically.
Don't feel as bad for losing 2 gold.
I'll lose more next turn too. Actually, I'm not. I'm gonna roll a moonstone and a firestone.
If I buy this on my turn, can I use it, or do I have to wait till next turn?
You wait until next time.
Because I didn't use it when I bought mine. But you should go
I
there
know what I'm
anyways.
going to do, actually. What am I
Oh.
talking about? I'm going to get a board extension.
Ooh,
Yeah.
good idea, actually.
And then you just flip that card face down, and it's you done.
Okay.
Double moon
Oh,
shard.
gold.
Yeah, didn't waste
3
anything.
gold, a sun
Nice.
shard, and a victory point.
Alright, I got all this money.
Yeah. You definitely buy all of the sun shards.
I was thinking about it, but I'm gonna just go big.
Oh, okay.
I guess if ever anyone is like having
Oh,
that
I
turn,
do.
and
Do I
then
have to do this first?
you would do that before.
Yeah. Make sure I roll the right one.
You had 2 moon shards, didn't you?
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did have two. I was just saying which dice I wanted to reroll.
Alright.
So I already had max gold,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't have gotten it.
Okay.
And I will put this guy on this one.
So yeah, if ever anyone on their turn wants to spend the 2 to do a second action, make sure you speak up.
Before everyone goes and rolls.
Before everyone,
yeah.
goes again.
Okay.
You good?
Yep.
Alright. So I have 3 gold and a sunshine.
My gold generation dice is consistently rolling that 1.
I know. I changed all my dice and I rolled like 2 ones. It was like nice. Worth it.
Alright. I think.
Roll for the not changing many dice, seeing how it goes. I'm gonna rely on my dice rolling ability.
Oh yeah, I want to do that, but I also want to do that. Oh,
I'll just make this one really nice. It's got everything.
You should bump one of us out of the way so we can roll our dice again.
Yeah,
We should.
should definitely be me.
it's tempting, but I really want to like buy something and then go again and buy
Oh, you
and
can
get
do
a
that.
card, which I can do, but I also want this card.
Which then you can't do.
So then that basically means I'm gonna waste a bunch of gold.
Yeah.
You know what?
Like a pawn.
That's fine. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go there and
Nice.
get that. Your turn. Oh
Finally,
yeah.
oh my goodness.
More gold.
No gold for me.
So I am going to.
I have like nothing. I need to roll my 6.
I'm gonna let Sam.
Oh.
Hey, is this both dice for me?
Yep.
I think I
Just
bought
use
this
your
though.
extension.
Then I am going to buy myself a board extension.
Smart.
1 blue.
And then I'm gonna spend my 2 to get another turn to get these.
Yeah, you can do that.
So he's doing 2 actions.
Yeah, so you just flip it over and
Now you got your
get
fancy track.
Yeah.
one of those.
It's like I bought all that gold for a reason.
You done?
Um,
You are done.
With that one, you can only spend the gold
When you get
when
it.
you gain it.
Yeah.
But at any person's turn.
The amount. Yeah. So going into round 4.
Nice.
no gold.
There's my 6.
Why would it?
1 gold.
Yeah.
Now you need your board extension.
Nope. Good. It's my turn next, so it's coming out at the right
All
time.
right, now no one has any
I think
effect.
you should get me roll again, so I can just go back and forth, buy all the gold.
I know that you want
That's true.
this thing instead, though.
We could buy all the board extensions.
Have a monopoly.
Yeah. Too bad you can't like buy stuff and then be like, I will sell it to you for this much.
I will sell it to you for all of your victory points.
I'm gonna do
Oh, you're actually pumping.
Oh,
him.
yeah.
I'm gonna do what you did.
It's teamwork over
I'll
here.
get one of these.
Gold and
How much is
more
that?
sunstones.
Okay. And then I'm gonna spend 2 sunstones. And do something else.
Not me.
Or I can just buy another board extension. I feel like it's not well, it might be useful. Yeah, whatever, let's do it. Mine.
Oh. Some of us might not get one,
Oh, there you go.
It depends if you
if you even want one.
fight now.
Done?
It's becoming a limited resource. Done, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
2 victory
It's actually
points.
worth it.
Sunstone.
1, 2, 3, 4, and I will go point.
Alright. Well, there's nothing that's worth 9. That's unfortunate.
Yep.
I got my 6. That's
Three
all I
of
need. I just
those.
need to roll it once per round and I'm good. I'm going to get one of these. And I'm also going to... Oh, my 4 plus.
So every time I
Oh, I forgot to do this again. I gotta do this
You
first.
could do it now. Yeah.
Okay, can I do it now?
Before I buy that,
Instead of going up the track.
I have to reroll one of my
Okay, so I
dice
would have
again.
bought 5, so
Right.
can I go 5 on here?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's Sunstone. I'm still gonna buy the 1 Sunstone thing. And then, do I want to spend 2 Sunstones to do something else? 3 plus 3.
I feel like I'm doing a lot, but not like actually making progress. So we'll see.
Well, we're on round 4 out of 9, so we're almost halfway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think if there's anything worth getting.
I'll
From
cash
this.
in with 4 victory points. It'll be good.
It's a fast game.
It's good.
This is only a once a time.
That is a one time. Everyone else rolls both the dice, and then you pick 2 faces.
You know what? I'm going to spend 2 of these to buy another one of these. So can I roll the same dice again?
Yep.
Okay.
You basically go through all the cards, the like cog cards.
First one pop.
In order you still choose.
Indeed.
I'm already forgetting to do this one, so might as well do it twice.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. All right. Oh, there's the gold. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
I
don't have one of everything
can I can generate one thing of my choice.
I have one really cool dice. It's got
Okay,
everything.
extra red.
Sounds loaded.
Yeah, there's only one more 1 left, and I rolled it. That's amazing.
Or am I black?
These are like probably the 2 I haven't changed, and I keep rolling them. So that's.
I knew you were going to go there. I get that.
Oh, that's city.
It was kind of tempting. So I get one of these.
I didn't have enough moon shards to go there. I
I
wanted
never have
to.
enough new shards.
The problem is, I don't know.
It's got to be that one. Not multiple. You got to put it on that one if you want to roll the
Yeah.
3 of whatever you want.
it?
I don't know.
Which?
The 3 in the middle here.
They're actually there's different cards.
Oh, okay.
So this is like the recommended first game setup. But there are other
Is it
cards
like
you
the
can put
more
in
complex
that
version?
can get you those. So I'm going to spend 2 of those, and then I'm going to buy this with my 12 gold, and then I'm going to put that on this one. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Go Chris.
So,
Yeah, moon shard life.
Points, and my choice of
1 gold and a victory point and a sunstone. So I will spend 12 gold to buy this one, which will replace this face.
Nice.
Then
See,
I'll
you don't like
spend
dice games, but when you can change the dice so that all the faces
all
are
the
good,
faces are good. Oh yeah.
that surely is a dice game that Chris can get on board with.
Reminds me of
Did you need
a
to
Korean
find
game
something?
show
So
called The
this
Genius.
is the one where I can
There's one where you get that dice when people figured out you could
One
open it
of
up
those.
and
Yeah.
change the dice facings on it.
And that's once per your
Per turn on your
Yeah.
turn. Yeah. That's everyone else rolls and loses what they roll. Let's get one of those, which lets you copy someone else's die face. Pick one of your dice and roll it 4 times. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go here and do nothing.
You cannot do that.
So,
You can only move.
Can anyone actually
you-
afford to go there anyways?
You
Like,
pay.
I'm not-
No.
Yeah, you pay the. If you choose to do a heroic feat, you spend the resources indicated next to the card, then you move to the portal, if necessary, ousting someone.
okay, so I'll buy that then.
Okay.
Done?
Yes.
So we're just gonna flip that over.
That's the top one.
Yeah, I know. It's on the back. It just reminds you.
So just every turn I get to pick one.
Yeah.
On my
On your turn. Yeah. Okay.
I moved it already.
Moved it. We're on round 5.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
my one of everything.
I rolled a crap one.
2 and 1, and then one of my choice, which is gonna be a red.
Uh-oh, I maxed out on my moon shards.
Only had a board expansion.
Only.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to get this one. Or
4 VPs, victory points can be quite good, I've heard, in order to win.
That's what I'm hoping.
Nah.
Nah.
Okay. I'm done.
Alright.
Nice, I rolled
Yeah,
it.
there we go.
2, 3,
7.
and 1. 7 gold.
Okay, and then I gotta do these.
Right.
My super dice.
So I just get the 10 now?
One of everything.
Yep. So if you reach the end, you get 10 points, and then it goes back to the start and flips over. Oh,
6 gold.
Yeah.
Board extension.
Nah, don't want that.
Doesn't want to bump you and let you roll your dice again.
I don't want to bump you either. But I
Me?
kinda want you. I want what you're on.
Spend some moon shards.
I'm not this rat.
I'm getting 3 times there as well.
Oh yeah. I like that though. 2 gold. 1 blue. And then my choice. Oh,
And I'm also going to spend 2 of my fire things to buy some stuff as well.
No 12.
Missed out.
mm.
I'm very happy I rolled this one. That made it worth it instantly. So
4 VPs. And if you're that and the 3 times, and just like every turn.
just roll those two.
Yeah, 12 points.
You just load up one die with like the 3 and the 4, and then the times 3 is on the other one.
That would be a pretty good strategy. Just 4 of them.
12.
Whoa. Crazy.
I thought your strategy wasn't going to be
Well, no, you don't want your 3 times on the one that has everything on it.
true.
Whoop. Ping. They had a copy, an advanced copy of
That guy
this
souped
at
out, man.
Origins in the retail lounge, and I was having a look at it, and I didn't realize that this thing in like the envelope, how it was like laid out. So I'm like looking to tip it up, and things fell out everywhere, and then I was like, oh god.
All
Luckily, I
right.
managed to find them all.
Slowly walk away.
Oh, good.
Alright, we're all ready. Oh, all the gold. That's not what I wanted.
Take that.
Alright.
4 gold.
Alright, I'm gonna take a freebie red one. And all the good stuff's gone from over there anyway, but I need something like that.
You do.
Or this.
I got that one because I was making so much gold. It's like I need to get rid of it.
Make it back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go here.
No, just come bump me. Take
You
12
don't want to
points.
go one day. Probably do want to go one day.
You should just take this card like you were
One
thinking
down
about.
there.
No one needs that stuff.
Yeah, but you guys like all max out on your gold and refuse to buy
I spend
board
it every time.
You know
extensions,
what? I'm
so-
gonna go the. I'm gonna spend.
Yeah, I don't need a bar extension. I maxed out on my moon shards though. It's
I'm
fine.
gonna spend that. Buy one of those because why not? It seems like fun.
Ooh.
Probably never. I'll never roll it.
It's 10 points now, though.
Yeah, you should have just getting 10 points for the card.
Well,
Five
sure,
points.
but you know.
That's worth it.
I roll 3. There you go. Okay.
Good.
Let's go. Terrible.
1 red.
Okay, so I would earn 10. So do I just move this one up and put this one back to 0?
Yeah.
So you're at 18. So you go to
You're at
20.
18 already?
Yeah.
Go to the end of that one.
Oh, she did that already.
I'm
so poor.
I get one of these as well, don't I?
Yeah. Your choice.
Is this left to go?
We're going into round 6, and we're playing 9 total.
I don't think I've done much.
I think like what I've done looks good, and then everyone's gonna score at the end of the game, and I'll just get blown out of the water. So we'll see.
Score? I haven't scored any points though.
No, that's 2 victory points.
Yeah,
Doing
so I've
four.
got 8 total. You're already at 20, and I have 8 total points.
Okay, maybe. You should have invested in the dice like I did.
I did invest in this. Have you seen this thing? It's cool.
Yeah, true. That was good.
So
I'm not even done souping it up yet. It's gonna get better.
I'm going to spend all 8.
Yeah.
Should be one of these, one of these. 7, 8. I think that's math.
Yep.
5 plus 3
Is 8.
I need
is
14
a.
gold. 12. For what I
Get a
want.
board extension.
That's
Nope,
what I've
not
been
worth it
saying.
anymore.
I'll buy the last one,
It's too
and then
late.
you
Do
won't
it.
be able to get it.
I don't want it.
And then you'll be like, oh, I should have
Make
got
sure
it.
I don't have that temptation.
Gonna have another turn.
I don't think I am, no.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Round 6.
Yeah,
Yay,
maxed
more
out my
victory
gold already.
points.
Nice.
2 victory points. 2 of my choice.
If I remember this.
See, I just need to roll my 6 twice, and I'm good. I don't need any more gold, so I've taken all the gold off this thing. Eventually, I'm gonna take all the gold off this. It's fine. Ooh.
Nice.
I have 2 left. So I just roll
So
both my
basically
dice
roll
twice?
Both the dice twice.
Let's hope it's worth it. It'll be like 2 gold, 2 gold. Oh, yes.
Points.
Yes.
Killing it.
Plus, of course, it's 8 points on its own.
Yeah.
So
Yay.
it's that. And Jeff.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I get to copy. Someone roll something good.
I got one.
I got-
I got
sunshine.
ones.
I got a 1 and a choice between
And I got
3
3
gold
gold.
or 2.
You guys suck.
I'm glad that was wasted.
I guess I could take a red off you. Sure, let's take a red off you. Or you, I guess. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It works.
I didn't get as many moon shares as I hoped. Guess I'm buying stuff. Buy 2 of these.
I've been at 12
And
gold.
do I want to do another turn?
See, now you need a board extension. And it's free.
Well-
Just go there. You're not even bumping me anymore.
Oh, before I do that, I get to do these things. This was so maxed out.
Yeah.
Nope, you're not the right one. Or are you?
Oh,
I could try and roll this 3 times. No, that's not what I want to do. Actually, I'm going to roll this one. I want to roll it 3 times. Nope. Yes! 3
So
times.
3
in
times the existing
this
one?
one. That was the plan. So I'm still going to do this. And then I'm going to spend 2 and get a 4. That means I have to bump Greg again.
In cahoots.
He hasn't bumped me yet, so there's no cahoots here. Or I could do that. No. So I spend 2 to do another action, or do I just save it for that and roll my dice 4 times? Nah. Oh, I only get this one with the 14 points, because I only have 4 left.
Still good.
Yeah, it's not bad. Or this is a one-time thing for 6. It's only 6 points though. I need more moon shards. Good thing I got these. Maybe I'll just save it. No, I need to spend these.
I'll buy a board extension.
Spend 2 of those. I could. No, just cause you guys.
We'll just keep bullying you.
That's how I do it. You're gonna keep
extension.
bullying me.
Alright.
Yes.
Yours, eh?
Now I gotta
Oh yeah.
pump up my
Change the
dice. There's nothing else lower on this dice.
Replace the 1 with a 2.
I just want to get 40 points.
You just want to get 40
I
points.
want to get one of some. There's like 6 100 tokens, something stupid. So
You want all of those?
yeah.
Okay, all good. My turn. Oh,
That's the best thing I ever bought.
that's the worst roll I could have done. I'm gonna take a
Moonshiners.
baby red. 3 gold times
So-
3, and I'm already
I'm just
at
playing the
max.
coolest dice at the end wins the game. I think I got that last
And then
game.
you instantly win. House rules.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could do
Have you seen this thing? I'm about to replace this thing next.
That's getting really ramped up.
Well, it's got to become a 2.
thing?
I'm at 32 points now, so that feels good.
Do I do that? That might be.
I'm 23. In reverse.
I might actually struggle for money now because I only have 2 things that have gold on it.
I'm gonna go here.
No, 3.
Never generate gold again.
Well, this I have the 1 gold nugget
Yeah.
there, and
Do you have
then
your 6 gold still?
I still have my 6 gold, and
pretty
I have
good, though.
this.
pretty good.
And that's it.
Just give it 3 times 6 gold.
Yeah, that's all I need.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You buying stuff?
Yeah. I want to buy these. What do I? Sure, that'll do for 10. Yeah.
Done?
Okay.
Victory points.
I just rolled both of them.
Nice.
Goes here. And I will take.
Sure, just 5 victory points.
Can't complain.
No.
3 gold here. Oh, I'll just take 2 points now. I'll get greedy. And this one I'll take a sunstone.
Oh,
Yay.
it's teamwork here.
Well, it's not really worth it, but I'll take it.
2 gold.
Should have been 4 victory points.
Just took up 26 points though.
Anything else? Are you done?
I'm done.
Okay, so going into round 7.
Oh, I got a gold.
So now I'm gonna keep rolling my gold, and I don't care.
I don't know how to roll. I need to roll my 6 so I don't get gold,
I don't know how
basically.
to roll. Okay, I'm gonna.
Other than this one.
You back.
Oh, look at this teamwork.
You are my favorite person.
You can take
ever.
this one again.
Don't tell Jill.
All the gold.
I'm gonna score 4.
Yeah, it's just 25 points. That's smart. But I'm not going to go.
Okay.
Done?
I could go again.
Maybe?
I don't know if I want to go again. Sure, I'll go again. Okay, so 1, 2.
Do something.
Here, I'll take a deer.
Hey, I'm a deer person.
For 2 blues.
My dough.
Oh, yes, yeah, okay. Done.
Alright.
I was trying to create like a flock. Oh, yeah.
2 points.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And before we get ahead of myself, I gotta roll sometimes.
This sucks.
I'm gonna roll my cool dice.
We're on round 7.
Oh, maxed out on that. That's a
Oh, so you
lot.
could have had the double board
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
1 board extension,
we got
not good enough.
No.
That was good enough. I only missed out by 1 extra fire shard thing.
Still, 1 extra.
Go here. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Make sure
5.
you don't want to move your pizza.
Yep.
I was like, what?
So gets this thing.
Yep.
And I'm gonna spend 2 more of these. Do I need to spend 2 more? Is there anything else I can do?
You bumped me by another deer.
I was thinking about it.
Oh,
2.
Owl. 2 more.
I guess this guy can be in a pile. The animal for 2 more.
Okay.
okay. It's turn.
2 points. 1 red.
Rare gold. Kind of wanted a deer actually. That'd be good.
What do I want?
Oh, I suppose I got both, but I'll have to choose. It's good.
A red. And I'm gonna go here and spend 4 of this. And that's it.
There's my 6.
Gold. Not rolling my exciting dice faces.
3. I'm going to spend
So you don't have enough cool. You need 1 cool dice like mine, where no matter what you roll, it's gonna be good.
I don't even know what to do with this.
The only
gold
time I
anymore.
rolled my ×3 was when I rolled a 3 gold and I was already at max gold.
Nice. I want to get another ×3 on this dice actually.
I want a ×3 and then I'll roll my 4 victory points.
Place that one.
Good.
You already have
I'll spend 2.
49 points. Yeah.
How?
'Cause I did this
18.
twice.
Yeah, it's 25.
Yeah.
And rolling a bunch of the 4s.
Yeah. Scary.
Yeah, but you guys have stacked up your cards. Like, my cards are not as stacked.
I don't have that many. Mine are a lot of low
Yeah,
cost
but you
ones.
guys both have
Didn't
26
you got
points.
one too though.
No.
I don't.
Didn't you buy one?
No, I bought
He
2
has
of the...
one.
Oh, you bought these ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never
Well,
mind.
that's fine. I'm taking the moonstone from that. I was wondering why I couldn't figure out why I couldn't do the thing I wanted to do.
Oh, there's only 1 ×3 left.
×3.
Is going on to this one,
And then you're done.
and then I'm done because I've got nothing.
We're going into round 8.
Not enough time to do things.
Oh, I
More
don't
gold.
care
That's exactly what I
about
need.
that. Gold. Stop giving me gold.
I've maxed out my
I
second
can-
board extension now,
I can
so...
spend a inch of gold.
Each
I don't
time.
have to spend a full.
No,
So
it's
I
just,
can do 2 to get the.
yeah.
Because then it's done.
What I should have done was do that again.
So you get the points. And then. See, he's at 46.
And there's you and me and 18 each.
He's at 48.
We both have 18.
Whose turn was that? That
Mine,
was
I don't know
your
what to
turn.
do.
Oh, you don't have to do.
'Cause I have like
Just
endless
pass.
gold. I'm good. Done.
Just buy this.
Just buy the rest of them and
That's
don't
it.
use
Just
them.
buy all of
Can
them.
you buy them and not put them on your dice?
I thought about doing that.
No, I think you
You
have
have to put them
to.
on the dice.
Yeah.
You can't just block.
Yeah, I mean,
No one really wants the little things at this point.
no.
Oh, you know what I'm
At
gonna
this
do?
point, we're in round 8. So
I'm gonna do this. So that, like, next round,
It's once
I
per
can
turn you can do
exchange
it.
3.
at least 3 for 4, though.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna do
Yeah,
that.
1 turn.
And then, I guess, can I, no, is there anything else I can do?
We don't do it now.
Don't forget.
Is that a thing?
I don't know.
No, when you buy, I think you have to wait a turn, right?
It's basically you roll your dice, then you activate any cogs, then you do your main action.
Oh, so
So-
it only gives you an extra action. As soon
So-
as she spends 2 now, she can't activate the card.
No.
The card you don't. Yeah.
The cards are after you roll your dice, you can activate all your cogs, and then you go on to the action phase.
Okay, I'm still gonna take an extra turn and move back here and take this one.
No, I've been waiting for you to free up that space for ages. I want to give you another extra
My dear. Oh, I kind of wanted another deer.
Okay, I'm done now.
Alright,
I
Jeff.
can follow a deal with no eyes.
What?
No idea.
I love how I just rolled my ×3 and my 3 gold again
It's
when I'm at
19.
max gold.
I'm at max gold as well.
There's absolutely no point. This thing, the biggest waste ever.
Alright, I gotta do this
Not
thing now.
helped me at all.
Mine's done okay. Just gave me 3 cents.
Yeah.
Is that worth it?
You know, it could have given me 6 points, or 3
shards.
sunstones, or 6 sunstones.
Yeah, or first roll for that.
I said, watch Jeff get ×3 though. And
I was
get
hoping for it. That's what I was
9
going
victory
for.
points.
That's what I was going for. You missed it. And I get one of whatever I want.
Oh yeah. Another victory point though.
I need to buy, like, anything to put here, except
Gold.
we're in round 8. So
I know. So
is
there's
it
not much
worth
point.
it?
Is it worth buying those things?
Is it worth spending my turn doing
You
that?
feel like not maxing out your gold every round, maybe.
It might be worth it. Because if I even roll it
Where am I
once
now? There.
between now and the end of the game. Because basically in the final round, after you've had your turn, you're still rolling, but the only thing that matters is if you roll
Victory
victory
points.
points.
Nice. I put both my victory points on separate dice, so theoretically I could just.
I'm bumping you there, Chris.
Bumping
Yes.
Chris.
What a guy.
No one's bumped me. I know one time.
I bumped you
One
once.
time. It's true.
Go to better spaces. And I'm going to
As a rule, I
spend
only
2
bump Chris.
to
That's it.
spend
Yeah,
my
no.
8 to get
Uh,
another victory point thing. Who needs money?
True. In real life and in board games.
Well, you can't have board games that money. Unless you can play in the store. Then you need a driver's
Okay.
license to hand over.
good. My turn. Oh yeah. Someone roll something good.
Only got money.
My shards.
You want some gold? I have
You got a
gold.
victory
What'd
point.
you get? What'd you get?
You got 2 victory
2 victory
points.
points. Okay, so I could take
Double
2
moon
victory
shards.
points or double moon shots.
I need another one of these.
You know what? I am gonna take your 2 moon shots, and then I'll take my freebie as one of those. Because
You're
then
gonna bump me.
I can spend some gold buying.
Victory
I
point.
guess I'm gonna buy that for 8 and put it on this stupid 3 gold that I don't want anymore.
Now you're never gonna roll that one.
No, I know. And then I'm gonna take another turn, and
Look
I'm
at
gonna
this. This
go
is so glorious.
here.
Only 1 gold.
I'm gonna spend 6 for this.
Nothing else gets me something other than gold.
Lets me roll
This one.
Apparently, I now only roll gold.
Look at this one. Yeah, I can't roll gold on this one. This one is
Smart,
really
though.
impossible.
That's smart.
and one
Oh, you want
each
there.
for the flexibility. Sure. It did go there. Chris?
Oh my god. Enough gold.
What do people roll?
Oh, I didn't roll
Got a
yet.
sunstone.
Roll.
2 victory points and a
Victory points.
sunstone.
So I get that and that, and then I get to choose red or victory points.
Take the victory points to have 10 more points.
Just keeps taking my dice. Clearly, I have the best dice.
2 points or a red. I'm gonna take the red.
My red, right?
Could be my red though.
It does matter.
I chose yours last time. I'll choose
Oh.
yours this time.
My goal, I'm gonna go here. Buy that.
I think I'm gonna lose.
Done?
Uh,
Yeah, you are.
Give me a second. No, that's not fine.
Takesy backsies.
You don't want points?
No, I'm gonna.
You got 4
All these
sunstones. What you
I'm gonna
doing?
go here. Take this.
Oh.
No.
I'm
one.
gonna
Roll, and then
Lose what we roll. 2 points.
Oh.
Gold. Sweet.
Rough.
do you-
And I can choose.
Do we lose both?
You lose both, right? Oh, you
Yeah,
choose to
for
lose
Okay,
this one.
let's go
I,
to 0.
I can choose to lose a gold.
Nice.
I was gonna say you don't want my roll. It was brutal.
So that was 2.
It hurts my good dice.
Then I'm going to spend 2 for another action, which is going to be to spend some gold,
Smart.
which is going to be to replace. That 3 of a victory point.
Okay. So now we're into the final round. Sam's turn. 2 points.
Didn't help.
Okay, and then I'm gonna
Back to
do
18.
the 3 gold for 4 victory points.
So this is where if I roll 15 points now, 15 gold, I was going to go there and take that one.
Take another one?
Yeah. So
Okay, and I'm gonna
I
do my
need to
2
get
fear.
15 on
Yeah,
this
yeah,
roll.
yeah.
Well, you can only spend it when as you're
Yeah,
getting
that's
it.
what I mean.
Though.
I have to roll 15
Oh my
before I go gold.
How many times have you rolled that 4
So
victory
many.
points?
My lucky spot,
Insane.
apparently. Okay, now for what I'm actually gonna do. Who knows?
I have no idea who's actually going to win,
I don't know.
but I'm pretty sure it's not me. Because you guys have picked up these, and you just got a butt ton of
I
points.
just bumped you, Chris.
And Chris
yeah.
keeps getting bumped, and like,
Yeah.
Times 3.
You just bought this one?
That one.
Yeah,
So
I got this
just
one.
rolled 12 gold.
Oh.
okay, so now we have to roll and lose what we roll.
What? Oh,
So
she
I
did
got
it
that
too?
one. Yeah.
Rude.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
There's 1 blue and 3 gold.
That hurts. I keep rolling good things.
Yeah. Woo. Am I
So
done?
weird. I
That's
don't
so
know, are you
weird.
done?
I am done.
You are done?
Yes.
Alright, Jeff.
Yeah, the one time I don't get
Okay.
gold.
That's fine.
2
I will
points.
take it.
And
Nice.
1, 2, 3.
2 blue.
You're still beating me, I think.
Not with your cards, I
All
don't
right,
think.
I gotta figure out which one I need to roll more of.
Oh, I love the cards.
What do I need?
You don't
Cards
exist
are
yet.
relevant.
You're 57? I'm a 57.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shard.
Done.
It's on moons. And
And
three
see,
times like
times
those victory
3
points, which would be
on
good.
The
Or-
3.
See, but the
Try and
moment
get-
you get there, wait, we both done it twice? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna reroll this one.
So I was going to buy a second one.
I should have with all the stupid gold I have.
Nice.
And then I gain 1 thing with my choice. Ah, I needed 1 more Firestone. Darn. What
Oh,
can we
you
do with
gain
it?
this sunstone.
You wanted 5, because you can gain 1
Oh,
now.
I can gain 1. I would have been able to get another
So he's
5.
got 4.
Oh, I see.
I'll gain. That doesn't help. I gain 1 of these. Then my first action is go here, spend 3, and I'm gonna take this.
Everyone rolls.
4 gold.
1
or 2
blue,
victory points.
3 gold, and 2 victory points.
Sunstone or victory
And you get to
points.
pick 2, basically.
Ooh, maybe I should have taken the Sunstone. Just take the 4 victory points and be happy with that. Oh no, I can take the Sunstone. I'll take 2 victory points for sure. From one of you guys. And then I'll take... Actually, yeah, I'll take the Sunstone. Oh no, I can't do it because I can't spend 2. Oh yeah. 5, that's less points. The 4 is better points at this point.
So you probably might as well take the victory points, because you can already go
There. Yeah, so I'll take 2 victory. Well, it's the same as taking it and going there.
No, she couldn't go there.
Oh no, because I
Yeah.
can't go there because I have to spend
Yeah.
this too. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I go here, buy this.
Okay. My turn. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
5 victory points.
5 victory
3
points.
sunstones.
And I'll take...
2
a
gold.
Exactly what I need you
moonstone,
rolling at this point.
And then I'm
You
just
still have
gonna
1s on your thing?
buy this.
Yeah. Which was nice when it was like minus
And
resources.
Chris's turn.
Yeah.
Here's the last turn. That's a
Everyone's
waste.
gold.
Doesn't matter what.
I think I rolled my one of everything only once this entire game.
1,
Like
2,
12
3,
gold spent.
4. 2 victory points. Where it is. 4. I'll take Moonstone. Then I will bump Jack.
Yeah. 2 more victory points. I'll take it.
And I'll buy this for 4.
Yep.
And I'll pay to have another goal. Move down here and buy this.
Yeah. It's
For
2
victory
points. Okay. So that is the end of the game. You basically now just add up victory
Jeez,
points
this thing.
on your cards, add that to your score. 50, 60, 88.
Oh god.
You got 100 points?
Yeah, you beat me.
103.
I'm at 89. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. My cards were weak.
32,
These are all 2s.
62.
Yeah.
Can I get 100 please?
Chris winning. Yeah, I mean, I have what, 78 points in cards.
I had
Chris has many more
I
than
had 70.
121.
102.
103.
Oh no, 92 plus 10. Yeah, no, it should have been 102.
121.
121. The winner.
Oh, how much you have?
89.
Did that turn make a
103.
difference?
Just need to be clear. I lost 5 victory points from you guys doing these negative rolls. At
Yeah, I lost a couple
I
from
lost
that.
them as well. So if you take
So
one,
rude.
No, but I lost by Greg by
So
1 point.
rude.
That's all that
Yeah.
matters.
So there you go. That is Dice Forge. It's good. I like it.
Me too.
It flows
Oh, that's
quickly.
I think it's just
See
the
this
right
nice
number of
dice?
turns.
It's so nice. Other than this is a little bit of a blemish.
Where
It's
am I?
just the right number of turns that you can't do everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I think they've thought out the balance. In a 3-player game, you play 10 rounds because there's less people rolling.
Yeah.
And in a 2-player game, you roll twice on each person's turn,
Yeah.
so that you're still getting a good amount of resources.
Okay, which of my starting
So-
dice have?
So we're starting dice.
One with a 2 and a 1 Moonstone
Okay.
for victory points, and it's
Yeah.
all gold.
And the other one's 1 Sunstone and all 1 golds. And then
Okay, I'm gonna have to fix.
the envelope over there tells you where the different tokens go. If you're not sure.
I only rolled my 3 times once in the entire game.
I rolled it twice, and it was completely useless both times. Which was
Okay.
awesome.
I rolled it on a negative roll.
Did you?
Yep.
I'm just gonna steal
That
this.
would have been nice.
It was on gold though.
Wow. That's not so bad then. So yeah, like, and once you put your dice back and you put it all in, it puts it back to being like kind of easy to get out and set up. And then, like I said, there's different cards that you can swap in with new powers.
This is when I start getting really attentive and have to slide into correct positions. See, that one's yours here. And this one goes here.
See, I'm usually quite bad with that.
It's
But
a
I'm not
picture
as
for a
bad.
reason, surely. Oh, so no, I'll get even more. I forgot about that one. It's worth points.
Just casual. casually forgetting.
Just, an extra 4 points. Forgot about that. Just throw that out
I
there.
didn't need it at this point.
Be alright.
And the cool thing as well is each card, the artwork, extend, yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that.
the board,
That's cool.
which is good. I mean, it helps because then you know it's in the right spot
Yeah.
as well. So, which is pretty sweet.
Minotaur.
Those things are not very nice.
Blob. And
The blob
bucket thing. With stuff.
bucket thing.
I replaced all but 2 of my covers.
I think I did the
I
same.
didn't change the moonstone or the sunstone, the single ones. I left those.
Me too.
I
And the
changed
victory point.
every gold.
Yeah.
Got upgraded to
Do you
something.
put the elastic
I
on?
only had 1 gold
lengthways?
face left on
Yeah.
the board. That's good.
Board extensions can heal.
Yes. Board extension slot in there. We've got these little hammer things. Go in there. Some of these tokens. The other ones. Those.
Oh, 100.
Go in there. Extension. And start player goes in there with the little.
These all together, right?
Yes.
That one's always different.
How'd you get the sleeve cards?
That it was in there, and it was in the sleeve, but there's only one, and artwork fits this end piece, but it's worth 1 victory point more than
Maybe it's like
the normal one.
Dalton.
And there's no mention of it, so I should probably look up and see what it says about that. But
So we have people in the chat now. And,
Whoop, whoop. yeah.
Classic Sam hoarding resources.
With my sister. I guarantee.
So you always watch her that says
With the double board extension. Like,
I used it though, didn't I?
you did.
You did use it.
Okay.
Your sister can't wait to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
You want to say hi and wave the camera.
I see her at home.
They were already here yesterday.
Even if you got 89. And then
Stop!
Indecision 101 says, ooh, Dice Forge. And I've almost bought it like 5 times. I saw it on the new releases on Thursday. And I picked it up and had a look, and I wasn't sure about it, but I actually like the mechanics of the game.
I like the dice, like changing your dice. That was awesome.
Yeah.
It's simple.
It's
For some
simple.
reason in my head, I thought I was thinking it would more be like a deck building game rather than just a start and play. It's got that kind of mechanic.
It's a bit of a deck builder because it's
Yeah.
like
Buying the
different things you can
cards.
buy, but
Yeah.
and you don't know when you're going to get it. You're not guaranteed to get that card, essentially.
I haven't played a deck building game with Jill yet. Everyone is here, my wife, is the old man around it. But I don't know if you'd like that concept. I think that's fun light enough that it introduces you to that concept without being too heavy.
Yeah, and I don't think you're ever going to get like a total runaway leader in this
Well,
kind of
pretty
game.
close.
Like,
20-point lead victory is not that much.
yeah, obviously you try and maximize as best you can, but doesn't, no one, I guess unless someone like was completely lucky with their die rolling the entire time, but it seems unlikely. I feel like overall it's going to be fairly even. So
I think I might play it tonight.
On the way home.
I was going to get Sentry Spice Roll tonight because we played that a few weeks ago now. That's enough like Jarpo that I really like the concept of it, but it's good you can play with more people. But this one is another one I might add into my pile.
yeah, I definitely, when I saw it at the Game Trade Show, it looked cool, and then when I looked up a bit more about it, and then obviously got a chance to play it, I was like, yes.
The components are really nice.
Yeah, really good quality.
Sorry, Jarpo.
So.
Put it on this side.
So yeah, I don't know how long that was, probably an hour, let's say, round about.
7-ish, so.
Yeah.
That's with a little teaching too.
Yeah.
So what's next?
So this one is Frog Riders. I guess we've got the camera right there. So it's a much lighter, even lighter than
Even lighter?
that. Shorter little game that's got kind of a checkers feel to it because you're jumping frogs over and collecting the one that you jump over. But you're trying to collect sets of the different frogs.
Oh, so we're going to pick a color of
So
frog?
you do not pick a color.
Oh,
We basically are going to randomize on the board.
We're all ready.
we're all excited.
Colors.
Matching the shirt again.
Who makes frog
Might as well keep the colors.
It is by Stronghold Games. So Stronghold
Is that
typically
people writing them?
Yeah.
republish games from Europe a lot of the time. So it's an Eggertspieler game originally, but Stronghold have published it. I don't know what color. There's green, white, orange, and purple. Obviously, all of them are going to be in play. And basically, if one of you wants to just tip these out and randomize and put one on every leaf space, and then the cards
Yeah.
will
I don't know if they're supposed to be separated or.
Right.
Separate.
So the entirely, mostly superfluous reference card, which tells you what you do on your turn. Do A and then do B. I think it's probably more so to tell you what color you are. So everyone can pick a color.
Be green.
And big people.
Alright, I guess I'm orange. Okay, and then we need to shuffle these. So yeah, it's a kind of little abstract game. I've only played it
It should be one empty square. I'm
in the
assuming.
middle, yeah. I've only played it with 2 players so far, and without having played it with a different number, I feel like it probably is best with 2. Just as a head-to-head, every action you take is, either benefiting you or, to harm your opponent. Whereas with more players, it could have kind of a kingmakery element, possibly. But I guess we'll find out. Alright, so we need these, 2 of these. I'll shuffle these up. These are endgame scoring cards. Everyone gets dealt 2, and you'll pick 1 to keep and discard the other, but I'll explain the game before you decide so that you know what's going on. So, this is Frog Riders. We are jumping frogs around on their lily pads, collecting the frogs, and we're trying to collect different colored sets based on the endgame scoring cards that are in play. So we've randomly put these out. There are 2 that are public. I can kind of sort of show you. Switch camera.
Yeah, closer than that one.
Okay, so there you can see for every pair of red and blue you have at the end of the game, you'll score 3 points. And for every pair of red and brown at the end of the game, you'll score 2 points. And for purposes of scoring, you're not spending them. So if you had a red, a blue, and a brown, you would get 5 points, basically. You also will have your hidden one, which you'll pick, and you will also score for that.
You pick at the end of the game.
You pick at the beginning of the game, but I'll explain the rest of the game. But you'll score the 2 public ones and your 1 private one, and every player will do that.
What does the times 1 mean?
Yeah.
So it's the number of that card that there are in the deck.
Oh, okay.
So the way the game actually works, I guess we randomize start player.
Oh, this is done.
I'll see what it actually says.
The last person to eat frog.
Choose a starting player. That's not very helpful. So, that's me.
Yeah.
Alright, so what you do on your turn, symbolized by this handy dandy reference card. You do A,
Yeah.
Didn't have the same.
It's double-sided with the same thing on both sides. I guess they
But the
didn't have
border's different
anything.
color.
So
That's why it annoys me.
first thing you do is you jump over a frog with another frog, and it has to be an orthogonal jump. You cannot do diagonal jumps. You cannot jump around a corner.
Like
It
checkers
has
kind
to
of
be.
thing.
It has to be like a checker style jump,
Okay.
and then you collect the one that you jumped over, and you would put it to the side. That is part A. Part B is optional, which is why it's in brackets. You can, at that point, choose to put back one of the frogs that you have previously taken. It could be the one you just took, or it could be one you took previously, and you put it back in the village. And if you do that, you will get a bonus action of some sort. If you put back a yellow one, then you get to take a different frog from the village that someone else has previously put back and take that one instead. If you put back a red one, you get to have another jump and take whichever one you jump over. If you put back a blue one, you get to take one of these bonus cards here, which I'll go through what they do. The brown ones you would never put back. Basically, they are always worth 1 point at the end of the game, plus any bonuses for sets. And we keep going until there are no legal moves left. And then that's it. And then we count up score. 1 point for every brown one, plus points for your in-game scoring. The blue cards, some of them have bonus points straight on them. So if you have this, it's worth 2 points no matter what. This one here, for example, I guess I'll show the camera too. So this one is worth 2 points for every pair of blue cards that you have at the end of the game, including that one itself. This one, on the artwork on the board, on the lily pads, some of them have flowers on them. If you jump onto a space with a flower on your turn, you score a point. So every time you do that, you'll score a point.
Is that like forever? So these
For
don't
the rest of the
just
game.
stay okay.
I think that's the purple backgrounds.
Yeah, so then you've got something like this one, which is a point for every brown one, which effectively makes every brown one 2 points. And there are 3 of those in the deck, so if you get multiples of those, that can be really good. So what does that one do? That one...
Do you get like 2 points for hopping a frog? That seems ridiculous.
So that is when you jump, you can choose to take the one you jumped over or the one you jumped with.
Oh, okay.
So that's a little bonus
Interesting.
thing. There are a couple of other ones with an orange background that might come out. One that lets you do diagonal jumping. One that lets you do the L-shaped jumping. And one that lets you move before you jump in a straight line. So you basically
Do a line jump.
Yes. If you have multiples of those, you can only use one on any given turn. So you
Okay.
can't be like, I'm going to run and do a diagonal kind of thing.
Become a super frog.
And that's basically it.
All right, let's get hopping.
Does that make sense? So you get to pick which one of these you want to do.
Where do I put the one I don't want?
So the one you don't want, let's go over there.
Make your choice.
I feel like I could have gambled on that one, but it would have been a big gamble. I needed all of the green ones.
All the green.
Exactly.
That's a tough strategy.
All right.
See if it works out.
Everybody's ready?
Yep.
Yes.
So if I'm going first, I'm just going to jump here and take this one.
Would you like to do B?
I'm not going to do B. No. Not at this point.
It's no good. In that case, I am going to.
So one thing I will mention for the purposes of people watching, and I guess you guys too, is
Strategy.
there are more brown ones than
Than
any
anything
other
else?
color. And actually, if you count, I believe there are 4, 7, 9, 10, 11 red, 3, 7,
Oh, so red are special.
11, 14 blue, and 10 yellow. So yellow are the rarest, and then red, and then blue, and then
Go
brown.
for boy ones.
No
Get her.
strategy.
Get a.
I didn't even win last game.
He just wants to crush you down.
Long may it
I
continue.
helped you win.
If he knows your
last
sister's
game.
watching, then he just wants to crush you even more.
Thanks for coming.
I'm going to use mine.
Now we
I'm
must-
Yep. So you get to take a card and take that one. Okay, and then this gets replaced. So that is worth 3 points at the end of the game, no matter what. And then if you have the fewest frogs,
I feel like I need that card.
you will get 3 extra points. And a tie is not sufficient. You have to be
It's actually
Actually,
Straight
that's
up
the
one
one.
on the
Yeah.
list.
me.
Tis you.
Want that one.
You already got it.
He wants more.
But it's like, yeah,
said
if
it.
I had like 3 of each, that's 9 points.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's every pair of red and blue is 3 points. Every pair of red and brown is 2 points.
Oh, okay. And that's the same for these things.
Yes.
Okay.
But your red can share in multiple cards.
Yes. All of them
Or
can share.
whatever
multiple, yeah.
Good.
What are you doing? Taking brown ones. Ooh. Oh.
Told you.
Oh.
Called it. Oh,
Plan.
read you like a book.
Actually, I'm going to take the guy I jumped with.
Oh yeah. That's pretty sweet actually. It's pretty good. You know what? I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna put this back, and I'm gonna take this. So that is the one that lets you
Oh, we do the L.
L
Okay,
shape.
Sweet.
I shall know.
Oh, it's the L shape.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah, do it.
Don't do it.
Do
Do
it.
it. Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Good.
Okay.
The collector.
Feel like I should have gambled with the other one.
Oh, hello. So that is, at the end of the game, you count as if you have 2 additional red ones for purposes of having
Squad.
pairs and whatever, but it's minus 2 points. Obviously, it could balance itself out.
So that, like, for
in your
every red
favor.
frog you have,
No, it's
there were
basically
2?
like you count how many red ones you have.
And
Say
then
I
add
have
2.
4. It's as
Okay,
if I have
okay.
6. Hmm.
Yeah.
That's right. What you gonna do about it? Yellow.
Makes one of
you got a
everything.
little one of everything going on over
So
there.
what am I going for now? Nobody knows.
Well, could be one of everything. Could be like
I don't
I don't know. I don't remember.
He's going after yellow.
It's gonna feel scumbag.
Yeah, there is a one that's everything. Oh, what's going on? I'm just going too fast.
Straight up points.
Yeah.
Should do things different. Now what are you gonna do?
No, no. Don't know. I think I go here. No. Where is it? Yeah, there's gotta be a better one. There's gotta be one I can do somewhere. Oh. It's painful. I should have had your card.
Mm-hmm.
What, mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I took it first.
Yeah.
You get a lot more options of what you want.
Some of the cards are really good. Like towards the end of the game, you know, being able to do diagonal or moving up and then jump in
Drop that
would be
one
really good.
because I want this one.
Nice.
Oops. Straight up 4 points.
Yeah. Oh, diagonal.
L
It's not
shape.
diagonal, L shape. Ooh.
Oh, the red one.
Switching.
So it's going all red.
So that's the move.
The move
up
and then jump?
Yeah.
So good. Okay, just go for it. I've got to look at it.
L-shape one. I think probably should.
I can move as many spaces as I want with that.
In the straight line?
In a straight line, yeah. Cool.
So I score this point now.
Yep, so you get a point and you are purple.
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 Purple person, people eater. Give it up.
Man, everyone's like, oh, I guess getting the boy ones, then you can get more cards.
Mm-hmm.
Which means all
All the
ones.
red
I
ones.
think Sam's won already.
Taking that one. Ah, you
I think
guys.
I got all yellow. I feel at a distinct disadvantage. Maybe have a point, please.
Jumping on the flowers. Need to stop him from doing that.
It's not stopping it now.
No
Yellow.
one's concerned? Okay.
What?
Says the person who red. He's just looking for a
Put
flower.
them against each other and make them fight.
If you hop that way, there's a flower there too.
Yeah, no.
Flower.
Pretty flower.
Point. Point. Point winner.
Ratio.
La
Rolls
Rosa.
and points.
Hey.
Yep.
Good job.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Tell it's a tense game. No banter. No table talk.
See how to do
Stop
stuff.
taking my frogs!
I have one
We
soldier
might have
in
to have
me.
a best out of 3.
Oh,
You animal.
Actually,
yeah. Taking that one.
yeah.
Yeah. He's trying to weave himself all these like
Straight line.
ones
Yeah.
for the end of the game.
So if you don't have a legal move, but I would still technically, would we keep going?
Yeah, we'll basically keep going
Just be
until
gentle.
everyone is done, and that can
Okay.
happen.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
That sounds so smug.
Yeah. Yeah, what are you gonna do? What flower are you gonna jump on?
So if you legally can't do a move, you just have to pass.
yeah.
Right, sure. Right, just once.
So you still have a
New
flower.
strategy.
Oh.
Well,
It's not going to win me the game. Because it's points now
Or
compared to
is
everyone else.
it?
10 points later.
I guarantee you get at least 6 yellows.
Sure. And then
4 points now.
4 points. Oh, look. Wow, it's end of the game.
I don't care.
I'm only scoring mine now because
Because you have a thing. Okay.
This is every time he jumps.
What are you doing?
This.
I don't think I've ever actually picked up the one I jump over. I'm playing a different
First
game.
turn.
The first turn and the one I just did as well, actually.
I'm running out of moves because there's like
Gaps?
No good.
You should put it so that I can
Options.
land on a flower.
I set you up.
What do you have here? No, that's still not great. Oh, you know what? Take that. So that's 2 points, and then an additional 5 points. So we have the fewest cards. But you have to be
Straight up
not tied. And obviously, if you took it, then you'd have 2.
Yeah.
Point. LaRusso. It's like that combo, because you can only use one with an orange,
Yeah.
but
So I can
you
combination.
can
Purple.
combo the orange and the purple, and that's so gross. That's really good.
Yeah.
That's why as soon as I saw the orange, I took it. This is the one I was looking for.
Somebody like move frogs away from the yellow frog.
Currently, you can't jump anything. Actually, I can move anything else in
Exactly.
over, so I can get whatever I want. I don't really need the yellow
Disgusting.
frog though, because you need even numbers in this game. Just collecting the browns now.
What's it blue?
A blue.
There was a blue. There's not many choices for us poor saps.
I think you would if you were getting 18 points from the yellows.
What am I talking
I do.
about? So this one, just you get to take 2 more?
No, that is you get 2 points for every 2 cards.
Okay, never mind. That's not good. I just take a blue. I'll be able to get a brown.
Hmm.
Get another 8. Actually, that might be better. Red.
So many options. I'm like staring at the board. I'm like,
That
oh,
combo is really, really good. Because you can set it up so that none of us can go, and you can just.
That's the plan. I'm trying to figure it out.
disgusting.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Yeah.
Well, that gives me one option.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's right here.
Which helps him,
Which
gives
helps
him an
them,
option.
gives you
That's like
a
I'm not-
point.
Yeah.
Or do you go the other way just to not?
Yeah, I can't do
So
anything.
Yeah.
One less.
Or is it?
So can you not do a move?
I cannot.
So it's my turn?
Yeah, I think you're the only one left.
Okay, then I gotta think about this.
There's so many options now.
There's not a
We're
lot.
definitely not going to talk him through. There's a lot. But
I think that's the first one.
I feel like that just shouldn't
Just-
be allowed.
Yeah.
You
I
can hold
think.
that.
Okay. So is it no one else can do?
no.
Do I tell him the situation?
So you're still going to take a frog.
Okay, so now it's not you.
Oh yeah. Wait. Yeah, whatever. I already did it. I can't.
As long as you always remove the one you jump over now.
You just
Yeah.
take the rest of them.
Yeah.
But I was trying to
Basically.
plan to get other things.
Because I
Which I don't
think
think I
like
can at this point. I wanted the blue. And I was trying to set that up. But I didn't think about it.
I can't. Yeah.
so you it's back to you.
You can
again.
go if you're diagonal.
No,
It's not. It's the corner.
no,
Oh,
the
it's not
corner,
diagonal.
yeah.
no, L shape.
I don't think I have any more.
You can hop
do?
this guy.
Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
you
Let's
go
call that.
there and then take the one you hop with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I
And then
let
you
it
go-
But then I get.
Yeah, so-
But if I take the one I hop with, then it's over. I'm just. There's other place.
So if you don't, then you like.
Then I
It's,
give him that.
yeah.
You should do that.
Be kind.
I wanted that blue. It's unfortunate.
Okay, sure.
All right,
Done.
and that's it. So that's gross.
I don't know if I won though.
Oh come on.
You have that one?
Yeah.
All right, so yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess like let's start with Chris. He's ahead on here already.
So
So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for my just having brains.
okay,
1. No,
That
isn't worth
no.
any. Then I've got
You've got
5. Makes it 10.
yes.
That's it.
Okay.
Feels abysmally low.
Well, that.
And when
When
had
he-
it as well as
Okay.
Okay, so I get
What,
15 for my
what was your
reds.
other one? Is it like the
The
4?
reds.
Oh, the reds.
So you
Oh,
are
sorry,
green.
yeah.
So you get
Because these
15
were right, I
for
didn't think I'd be able to get rid.
having 7 reds.
And then I get 8 for these two.
So you get
It's
yeah.
-2.
Oh yeah, the cards too. You didn't have any with points.
No, it was
so you got 8,
Yeah.
and then
Just
there
count
you'll
those.
get basically
Get
4.
So I get 2 for this two.
Well, it counts this. These 2
Oh,
are
yeah,
counted.
okay, got it.
Okay.
Okay.
So you get 18 for your yellows.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't get your 1 point just for the brown.
Oh, no, okay.
18's for the yellows. 4 points for the brown,
Yeah.
and then 5 points for those 3 for that.
And then
Okay.
it's 2 points.
So 5
And then
points, and
5
then
more
2
points.
points,
And
and
then
then
you've got a brown
5
and red
points.
still.
Oh yeah, and then extra brown and
Yeah,
red.
I give you that. Yeah. Okay.
Not as big of a lead as I'd expected, though.
I didn't think I was that far ahead.
Oh,
So,
it's pretty
again,
I think I screwed up at the end though. I
basically
could've gone
5, 10, 13, 16, and
Potentially
then
be-
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 30, and then
No!
four.
What's the tiebreaker?
It's a good question.
Oldest person wins.
It's not a good tiebreaker. Probably most frogs.
I was last.
Tied for the most
That's the last
frogs.
game. By more points, so.
I should technically have that, right?
6, 11.
I'm at 13.
Then you win. There you go. I think, yeah, with that combo at the end, you could have.
I could have done better.
Oh,
I messed up.
ridiculous, yeah.
Yeah. I'll take that. I'll take a second place, lose on tie break.
I'll take a last place.
I didn't spend enough time setting myself up at the end.
There you go. That's Frog Riders. That is a
Nice
very
and quick. Yeah.
little game. Like there's definitely some strategy and thought to it, and planning the turns. It's
It's good abstract.
I think this one's better for younger families.
It's a family
Yeah.
game, I think. But I think in a 2-player setting, like the cutesy theme is a little deceiving.
Yeah.
That it
Yeah.
could
It's similar
easily be.
to Sentry in that regard. It was in just the 1v1 mechanic to be played in that way.
Separate.
Yeah.
Or checkers and
Yeah, like if you got 2 players who were more thoughtful, then they could take this game
Way too seriously.
kind of more seriously, but in a good way. Like
Yeah.
it has more.
You can
to
really
offer, I
think.
I think there's a potential for family arguments if one of you is really thoughtful and you've got
I'm
cards.
surprised no one did the
That's
double
true.
check for the A. I was considering it actually.
I thought
to set
about
myself
it.
up. Actually, I should have done
We all
with the
need
red.
it. We
No, then I
need
don't
the
keep
red.
the
It's like you
red.
gotta give the reds in.
If I could have got
But I might have got a few more points maybe.
It's the problem of you kind of want the frogs for the points, so you don't want to cash them in, but then sometimes it is
I know,
definitely
it's
worth
definitely
it.
worth it.
Yeah. So
I figured get the ones that help you early to do better things.
yeah,
And
and then you can benefit from it.
Benefit from through the game.
I went for the score points now because I'm not going to get any at the end. That did not help.
You didn't even try to go for the yellows.
I could.
Oh, I guess you couldn't. I was always doing for jumping.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Once you miss one because of the way we'd set it up, it was really hard to start grabbing them after that. And then once I started being able to get them,
Yeah.
you already had 3 of them. So I have to get them at such a bigger rate than you.
I was hoping to
Alright.
play this one too.
so
Was.
Bonus.
The best about Kingdomino. It's one of want to get phone calls quite a lot.
it's because it won the Spiel de Jahre.
I've heard of it. I
But
haven't played it.
before.
I've played it twice now. We played it on Monday, if you ask Ben, it's his new favorite game.
Oh, really?
No, not really.
I was gonna say it sound like Ben.
Oh, those are cute.
It has a turn order mechanic that basically can mean that you could be going last, and then that means you have no choice on what tile you get on the next turn. And the choice of tile also determines turn order for the next turn. So there were about 4 turns in a row in a 12-turn game where he was going last, had no choice, and then he was going last and had no choice, and then he was going last and had no choice. So he was not overly happy with that situation. But
We'll see if it comes up again.
well, the idea is that the tiles are placed in a certain order, numerical order, and in theory, the higher numbers are better, and the higher numbers are the ones lower down, so that if you take it, you're going later in the turn order. So, kind of in theory, if you're getting those, you're gonna
You should be doing well.
getting better tiles, kind of.
Thank you.
Oh, I guess we need these. Okay, so I think we use all the tiles in a 4-player game. Yes, we do. So if somebody would like to just kind of shuffle them up and then put them back in the box, and you use the box as kind of a draw pile, and I have the same thing of which way do I
Probably
the box
would be
this.
better, because it has
This.
a nicer shot for
Yeah.
playing.
Alright, then let's do that.
Then people don't have to look at our faces.
Just mine.
Alright. So this is super simple, even lighter and quicker.
We're just getting lighter and lighter.
in
as we go on
progress.
today.
Yeah. And then once those are shuffled, just put them.
Another one.
Are they going back to the same way they were
reminds
sitting?
me of is Magic Goro, if you don't use the harbor expansion, where you've got that mechanic where something is way totally better. So
Right.
you know that that's a really strong combo, and you just get it straight away.
Yeah.
I think that's why the harbor makes Magic Goro better, because you have that random.
I mean, that's the first time I've seen that combo come out in Frog Riders.
Yeah.
It does seem pretty strong, but I guess it's not super
I
likely
still
to
didn't potentially-
happen and have
Yeah.
the same player
Yeah.
be able to
keep
get it.
up.
Alright, so
Plus, I still only need one in a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I
was
screwed
gonna say,
up,
'cause
but
we weren't
I
like
could've done better.
super far behind.
So we set up 4 tiles in a 4-player game, and we do them in numerical order, lowest to highest, up against the thing, and then we flip them over. And for the first turn, it's just random as to who gets what, I think. Yeah.
I like this already.
Yeah, a little castle.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess so you still shuffle them and then they get randomly put on an empty one. Then you flip them over. Oh no, we don't. Yes. I know what I'm doing. This game's super simple. So we'll randomly draw one out on turn 1, and when yours is drawn out, you pick which one of these tiles you want. But I'll explain how the game
Say
works.
what's good, what's bad.
So
Yeah.
let's just say it ends up like this.
You have to touch the box,
It doesn't really matter.
just so I can see what.
Yeah. So then we will put the next batch out,
Okay.
and then I won't flip them over yet, but we'll flip them over. And then it would go, whoever is on this one will take that tile and add it to their kingdom, and then choose which one of the 4 tiles they want to go on the next round. And then this player would choose, and then this player would choose, and this player would have no choice. There'd be one left. And then they slide over, we would get 4 new ones, and then again you go in order like this, picking the next one.
Okay.
When you take a tile and you add it, it has to connect to your kingdom, and it has to touch at least one edge of terrain of the same type. Your start tile counts as wild, so any terrain can touch your start tile.
Let's see.
So you can basically put this here, like this, and then say on a subsequent turn you took this. Obviously you could still touch it to your start tile, or you could touch it so at least one edge touches. And
Like playing dominoes.
just like playing dominoes. So you'll notice on this one is a little crown, and some of the other tiles will have crown symbols in the terrain. At the end of the game, you're going to look at a connected area of the same type of terrain. You're going to count how many squares make up that area and multiply by the number of crowns in that area, and that's how many points you get for that. So you could have 2 separate field areas or even 3 separate field areas, and each one would score individually if they're not connected to each other. And obviously you can have multiple terrain types on your board and you score every single area. And most points is going to be the winner. There's another restriction on your building, and that is that you have to stay within a 5x5 grid total. The start tile does not have to be in the center, but when you're building, eventually you're going to build out, you couldn't have like 6 squares across or something that's 6 squares.
Calculated table.
The tabletop is gonna quite handy actually. So that may limit what you can take. If you ever cannot place the tile that you are supposed to take, you just discard it.
Okay.
If you do things perfectly, there's 12 rounds and you would fit exactly into a 5x5 grid. Depending how you do it, you might end up so that you've got like 1 square in one corner and 1 square near the corner at the end, and the last tile has to go away, or you may have to discard just because you can't place based on terrain. But that's the placement. Yeah, those are the placement rules. So we'll get Jeff.
So
to,
what other points? How are we at
so
score?
it's basically every area is number of squares in that connected terrain group times the number of crowns in that connected.
Do you
all we
get
do
extra
is
points for all that?
No, you don't.
That's unfortunate.
But you get to look at it and be
Do you
like,
get
ooh,
do I get a volleyball?
call it Wilson.
Yeah.
You can do that if you like. Alright, Jeff, pick one out. Blue.
Yeah.
You are blue?
I am blue.
You are blue. Okay, so you pick. No,
Do you
you
want
pick.
that one?
You pick which
Pick
one
which
you
one
want
you
to go
want
on.
actually.
You won't take it just yet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's me.
I rigged it. Pretty sure mine's not even in here.
Fingers crossed.
Oh, it is. I didn't want to choose.
I don't get to choose.
But you're not going to be last next round.
Definitely
So.
get the rough.
It could be last next round. Depends what I do.
I don't know what. Yeah.
Okay, so now we set these up. So now I am top, so I will take this. I will add it to my kingdom, and I pick which one of these I want to take, and I'm going to go there.
Shocking.
Jeff. So you get no choice. You get to do that. So we slide them over. All good? So, Chris, you get first pick.
So I have to take this one.
You have to take that and add it to your existing. And then you're going to choose.
I know, don't look.
I'm yellow, so I'm next.
Still can get the other one.
It's not
But he's probably
gonna
gonna take it.
And then I have to place this. I'll place it here.
How many different terrain types are there?
Is there 4?
I think we've seen them all right now. So
I
there's
think
there's
that's a
field,
lot.
there's forest, there's kind of wheat fields, water. There's the like caverns and like the kind of deserty ones. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's
Desert.
everything.
Fertile land.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Spears.
I want to do it like. No, let's do it. Let's just do it like that.
Oh yeah, I'm last. There's no
So
red.
if you don't have a crown,
It's worth nothing
it's a
Oh, okay.
because it's 0 crowns.
this isn't.
You good?
Yeah.
Alright. You get first pick this time.
Look at the gold mines.
Oh, yeah. Look at those bad boys. Yeah. There you go.
Surprisingly, as if by magic.
That's a
So
lot.
that would make that 5 by 5.
So, like, if you put it that way, then you wouldn't ever be able to, like, have anything stick out.
So I've already committed to my
Yeah, your width is set.
my little keep in the middle, maybe.
Okay, it's you.
Well, out of a garbage and the one that will score me points, I think we'll take the one that will score me points.
Awesome. Leaves me.
You really need that one.
Leave
Nothing.
you with garbage.
He does. Thanks.
Okay.
I'm gonna
It does
go-
give you a good size.
Yeah. Gives me, like,
Let's see if I
8
can
point.
figure out numbers.
It's pretty hard.
Yeah.
43. I
What's the
want
highest
43.
number?
That's 48. So, Sam.
How does that go here?
Okay.
Nice little forest.
I can live with that. I can do that. And go here.
Who builds a windmill next to a lake? That's in the mine. It's crazy talk.
It's nice.
It's gross. He's getting so many points.
Says the man who's about to pick up
Yeah.
That's what you're talking
3
about.
crown.
We're supposed to conveniently ignore that.
No, but he's got like 5 crowns in his about to. He's got just as much as me and he'll have more space.
Don't let them know. Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
It's not number of crowns overall, it's number per terrain type.
Yeah,
So this is
but
3
he's gonna
by
have, that's what I'm
2.
saying, he's gonna have more terrain types. For some, I only have 2 times 5. He's
Keep
3
it
times
secret.
5. That's what I'm saying.
You might get more. Maybe.
This is the worst time to be going at this time.
What do you mean you don't like those choices?
They all suck.
They look pretty sweet.
The best one is last. I don't really want to go last again.
You don't want to go last 4 turns in a row.
No, it sounds like it's a
So that's
terrible
that's the
idea.
thing though.
If that's the
Typically,
one that
the higher value, like the
Yeah.
higher numbered ones, are typically
But
more crowns.
Oh, actually, I'm getting that. So
you're getting some woods.
I forgot I was
as
getting
well.
woods. I didn't think about what I was getting.
He's gonna have a giant
Pasture.
pasture with
wheat
no
field, maybe.
crowns in it.
That's my goal.
Yeah.
Screw myself over. Yet again.
I get that one.
I hate you all. Why don't you take my big woods?
Because I got one.
Yeah, but
You didn't want
can
more?
even more.
No.
Oh.
Well, I don't get to choose. I get the
Big
giant
woods.
pile of
That's the first
crowns.
time I've not jumping from the back to front. You stole that thing from me though. I'm mad.
Let's see if you can count. Too many tiles for start.
Uh-oh. It's tricky. Getting like
Oh, the
numbers,
castle's broken.
numbers between 1 and
Numbers in the
48 and
castle.
putting them in the right order is a difficult thing to do.
Where are the ground pastures?
Alright.
This is the
Well,
worst.
This,
Oh, these all suck.
I think
Can you
have
choose to, like,
we've,
just to
have a lot
discard
of
it?
them, so.
you cannot choose to discard it. You can only discard it
Yeah,
if
you
you
can't
cannot place it.
Okay.
You can't replace tiles? Okay.
No.
I'm gonna have an empty space.
Yeah. It's the best.
Guaranteed already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stupid forest that does nothing for me. Yet.
Thanks. I just
Sorry.
I love
Sorry.
You got
Wheel
water, you're
things.
fine.
See now yeah, okay. This has to go up here, right? But my 5x5
Screwed
grid.
that up.
It'll still be fine.
Yeah. You still got options.
This
Yeah.
is not in the middle.
No, I know, but like I don't understand.
You could turn it that way and have the yellow sticking the other way.
Like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Still
Yeah.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I see, I see, I see. Oh.
Mhm. That's one option. You've got many options there. You could put the yellow joiner
Yeah.
down there.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. That seems like
Definitely.
the
I don't know if
best
this is, I don't know if
plan.
this is helping or not.
Splitting up your point scoring.
I like that.
Good? You good?
So much field.
You happy?
No.
You seem very happy.
Well, that's a lovely wheat field you
Yeah,
have there.
it's so
All you need to
pretty.
do now is build a farm.
Yeah. Actually get some points.
He's gonna get this thing here in a minute.
Oh yeah, I gotta think about
He's gonna get a nice big,
that. Whatever.
juicy, huge thing.
Oh,
Okay?
so gross.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Good, good, good. There you go.
You get to go first.
I need to take it.
What are you doing?
Do you want some tundra?
You want some? Yeah.
Would you?
Oh, that's so gross for him.
Isn't it?
That's
Block
fine.
him. Take it
has
and
to
block
connect,
him.
has to connect.
That's so many points
Okay,
for
wait,
him.
wait.
Do you want the tundra? I think you should take the tundra.
You have to
Well,
block
this
him.
doesn't help me very much. It gives me 2 points if I can place it. Which, if I put this here, can't place it. I guess I could still go that one up there,
Oh,
but that's kind of bad. I can't let you
Either
have
way, I
it.
get that one
Can't
spot.
let you have it.
It's alright. I don't even need
Don't
it.
want it.
Oh, you can't put it in there. Never mind.
I could have put it here.
Oh, down there.
Yeah.
But it's alright.
See, I took one for the team there.
You did, foolishly.
Well, I mean, to be honest, this
That's
was
not
not.
good for me.
It was not very good for me. At least this way, I'm going first.
Yeah.
Everyone's good.
I would have made you a deal.
Ooh, the wagon.
Make me an offer I can't
Can't
refuse.
refuse. Yeah.
I was with the other week.
So now, one way or another, I'm not able to place a tile.
I already have a hole in mine.
Do you?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think I have to take.
I think mine's recoverable
Yes,
because
that's
for
a
some
good
reason I thought 4 was 5.
You don't
so.
need that.
Have to take that.
Really? You should take that so you make your tundra worth something.
No, I have to put it up here, which is the.
The nasty part.
Exactly. I don't know. It's not worth it.
He's getting one.
That's because you screwed me over.
You said it wasn't worth anything yourself.
Oh man. You gotta take that one and stop Sam getting those points.
It's so
Or you could
useless
just
for
be
me, though.
nice.
Because, you know, this one's really not worth it for you.
Gets me 2 points.
It's better to get 2 points or deny her 4 points.
Wow!
He took one for the team.
Sabotage here.
Merely pointing out the alternatives.
Yeah, there's we go.
He
Bye-bye,
made the
square.
How
decision.
nice my little grid is right
Plus,
now.
again, first player is a better option, I think.
No, I don't want it to.
What are you doing?
Strategy's failing.
Yeah.
Hurry up. It's 20 past 8. We've got 2 more rounds after this.
I'm gonna gamble that there's no more.
more rounds.
I don't get forced
I did bring Sagrada with me as well, just in case. But
Okay.
it might
Okay,
be
I'm
too
coming.
on.
Ready?
Every time I go first, it's jump.
Oh,
Everybody's.
yeah.
I'm going last. I get no choice. I'm gonna get another giant field. Oh.
Water, please.
Oh, I can't place that there. The stupid thing's sticking out. It means I can't put it down there.
That's right.
I think you should take the double water to stop Greg from getting it.
I think so too.
Yeah, that's definitely worth
Greg
it.
agrees, then you gotta do it.
This is actually the worst. Nothing is good for me here. It's all junk.
Somehow I can't
So,
find it in my heart to feel bad for you. But...
Too bad, so sad.
What you gonna do, Chris?
I'm going to
Dragon flying over.
mhm.
Strogdor.
I didn't even want that piece.
Strogdor.
I don't even know where I'm gonna put that piece.
In your kingdom.
You could
No.
place that one so you can't place that piece.
That'd be smart.
No, there's too many options. I can always just do that.
Is it my turn? Okay, yeah,
What?
I'm just building.
Oh no, I can't. Oh, so I could block this and then I won't be able to play it. Just throw it away.
Yeah, that seems like a great plan.
Forcing yourself to throw stuff away.
Well then, I wonder what I should do.
That one now. That was silly.
Well, I didn't want this one, so.
Hmm.
No, that's right, because I needed this one to make
How many do we have? 2 rounds
worth
after this?
nothing, so
There are
that's
2
awesome.
more
If I hadn't
rounds.
taken that one, mine wouldn't be worth anything.
Yeah.
So I really need to go early and go strong.
It doesn't matter what I do, I'm getting that one, which I won't be able to place.
Nice.
Or I
I set myself up so I'll be able to place 2. At least if there are 2 I want.
You always
I
want
need
to
3.
build your kingdom
There's
on
only
the
2
edge of
I
a
know.
kingdom.
Wait, you're going to place that one?
Yeah, so I can
that's
place all
the
of them,
best
hopefully.
because I
I'm gonna have
don't
3
want
gaps
to
in mine.
place
Or no,
that
2
one
gaps in mine.
because it's
Do
worth
it proper.
Yeah.
and I might get lucky. Alright.
Sucks. I got 1 crown. You actually need another crown for.
Probably
Feel like
not.
Oh, I see one thing I like. Ooh, it's early too.
Oh.
Ooh, tempting.
I get no choice.
What is better value?
I wonder what I'm gonna get.
6 times 3 is
4.
6 times 3 is 18, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 times 2 is 20. That's better value then.
So we ditching that. Can't place it.
I hate you so much. I was all in on that one.
All in. All the chips were in.
2 times 10 is better than 3 times 6.
First time I played it, I got 54 points from one territory of 9 squares with 6 crowns in it.
Oh,
And then another one was 18 points with 72. And Chris and Ben scored in like the
That's why you don't
20s.
take my pasture.
What are you doing? Why would you do that?
You had a conversation. Why did you do that?
Obviously, you can't have it.
What kind of a horrible person
Like
are
you
you?
said, I'm going to put this here despite the risk
No.
because I'm going to get lucky.
No, I did not.
You didn't get lucky.
What
If you
I-
hadn't have placed it out there, you'd have been fine.
I had to place it there.
You didn't. You could have gone somewhere else.
I could have placed it like that.
Yeah.
Alright.
I had no option but to put it
You ready?
on this edge.
Oh, but it would have given me 1 more point that way. That might have been better value. Oh well, we'll
Ready?
find out.
See? Just screwed me over.
So I would have had the field there too. I would have been no, it still would have
That'd
been
be
10.
pretty.
It would only been one extra
Ooh, I
point.
like it.
This game's not gone well,
Man,
just in case you're all wondering.
well, it's a forest. It's not a
I mean, my
field.
field is worth nothing, but
Why is this
My
not?
water's
Why
gonna
is
be
it
worth
not
double,
this?
so that's
I
nice.
thought that was this.
Nope.
All right, can you? You can't play your watering. All right. You got it over there. Can you do a forest thing? You can't do a forest thing. Can you do water? You could do water.
Alright. What do you want?
Either one of those.
Either one of them.
It'll help him. He gives him 1 point.
That one's better for you.
Yep, it is.
Because it
I
adds,
don't care. I want the weapon.
that's 5 points, 6 points,
Yeah.
and that's
Just 1 extra.
2 points.
Oh, he's got 2 crowns for him?
He's got,
Oh, yeah, because this would count as a point itself.
yeah. And I can't place
I can't play
this.
mine. I can
So
play.
I'm gonna go first because I can't place this, and I might be able to place them. Oh, there's not much time. Okay.
I know.
Whatever, doesn't matter. I couldn't place that anyway.
So we just grab it.
So,
Yeah.
Was that actually is okay for me?
I probably should have kept that forest thing. I know it would have been.
I'm looking at the card.
It actually doesn't give me one of those points. So,
This
okay,
is right in the center.
everyone's good.
Yeah.
2 times 5 is 10, plus 2 is 12, 4 is 16, 28,
So,
30,
where's 15?
32.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23,
30,
24, 25, 27, 28,
I think I have 33
29,
points.
30,
No.
32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38.
Okay.
yeah, so 15 points for one area.
Yep.
is-
And you were saying, I was like, oh, he's got 5 crowns and
Told
2
you not to take all the
spaces.
tundras.
Yeah, 38, 33,
32.
32, 28.
At least we won and didn't have to discard anything.
True.
They were wasteful.
We had
with
nice
their
little
kingdom.
grids.
Oh, it's still a lot of space.
You guys-
I could have had that.
Deliberately sabotage to force me to take
I
things
thought
that
we
I can't
talked about. I
take.
just built a nice little kingdom in
Me
this.
too. So I got like my resources.
You're on
you
the
know?
beach. Beachside property.
I don't know what water's
Exactly.
like.
The
See,
seaside
I got a
castle.
Big old
If
pasture.
I hadn't taken that double tundra,
You would have had.
he would have had like insane. That would have been 25 points
That's
just
oh
for
no,
that.
you lost 1 point. Or 2 points from that.
And if you'd managed to get another one on there, you'd win just with the one area. So yeah,
Wow.
there you go.
Careful.
That,
You just have to get good.
that's
The obvious solution.
that's Kingdomino. Spiel the Yara winner. Ben Sui's favorite game. And now actually Chris's favorite game.
It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Spiel the Yara is
That's the
always
family game,
the,
right?
yeah, the lighter family kind of game.
What won the strategy one?
That's good.
I know the answer to
My
that.
sister wants to know if you won with your nice symmetry.
No.
What
place,
one?
though,
Oh my
second
god,
place.
we talked about this not very long ago. Exit. The Exit
Oh, really?
series.
I haven't played one of those
Yeah.
yet.
They're all good. Played all 3 so far, and they've got 3 more.
Yeah.
announced, so.
So we've got
That's surprising that that type of
30
game.
minutes to go. So do you want to discuss some stuff or try something quick that will happen?
Sagrada's probably too long to play now.
It's like Frog Rider again.
So
Only if I get that combo again.
I mean, we could kind of wrap up a little bit early.
Well, we could cover the 3 games and recommendations and stuff for them, or give some basically review
Yeah.
thought for it,
Okay.
and then wrap up. So, seems the camera's pointing at you two.
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
What we
Pick
just
a game.
played, something, you know. If you like them, whether you think the
We'll go game by
Yeah.
game. What's
Okay.
Dice Forge.
Dice Forge. Like the components. It's like you said. It actually makes more sense to me. It's a deck builder, but with a dice. So it's a light that kind of style where you're playing like a deck builder. I don't actually like most deck builders, but that was kind of fun. 'Cause you don't think you're playing a deck builder, but you are.
It's gimmicky enough. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
The gimmick carries it quite well, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when I heard about, obviously, like, deck builders came out, and then you had, like, warriors, which kind of took the deck building to
Moved it.
dice
Great
building.
talking.
To dice building, but in the same kind of idea of you buying dice and you put them in your pouch and you draw them out. And there was Puzzle Strike as well, which was the same kind of thing, but with like poker chips. So there's a lot of different games that take the same kind of basic mechanic, but slightly change how it's done. And obviously this one works similarly. I would say it's actually, if anyone's played Mystic Vale, it's probably a bit more similar to that, because in Mystic Vale it's kind of a deck builder, but you change existing cards by adding abilities to them, and you slide new things over top of them into the sleeve. So you always have the same number of cards in the deck, but they become more powerful as you play. So I guess it's a bit more like that, where you're not adding more dice. You only ever have 2, but yeah.
Well, you're kind of just like when you get a card, but you get rid of a card kind of thing.
Right.
In a way, because you're getting rid of
You
every
keep
phase
it
is a card in your deck, essentially.
Yeah.
So every time you gain a card, you're losing a card in your deck. So you're not really your deck never gets bloated.
Yeah, so it keeps it the same size, which I think is good. 2 dice is like plenty.
Yeah.
When you start getting...
Well, if you had
cards,
too
whatever,
much, then you're getting so many random things in it. Like,
yeah, if you have the 2, and then you can try and manage it a little bit better, and play them off each other in terms of what you put on each one.
and I like that we all kind of went different strategies. Like there was no one prevailing strategy to go.
Yeah.
Like I went for one really souped up dice, whereas you went for like a lot of gold. You guys both kind of
I
went for
had
gold.
one really good gold dice, and then the other was modifiers and a bit of everything.
Okay.
So I thought, if I get the gold dice and I ever have too much gold, I can spend it on changing it to something else in the later rounds.
Yeah.
So then I started replacing my 3 golds for points.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I think it's all about the timing of it as well. Like in the early game, you want more gold, but in the later game, you want
You're just like
more
enough
points
gold,
and,
yeah.
and
so
stuff.
there's
So.
times where you were sat, where you had the deer.
Yeah.
I really wanted to go there, but I didn't want to give you extra rolls.
I wanted the rolls. That's why I kept doing. I should have got more deer because the whole strategy was have one really good dice and just
Yeah.
keep rolling with the deer. But then I just never went back to the
You should
deer.
have gone to the one that lets you pick 1 die and roll it 4
I didn't think it was
times.
worth it because I didn't really need the things. I always had enough stuff to buy something every round.
Yeah.
So it was most of those rolls were setting me up for the next round every time. So I didn't
Yeah.
think the 4 would be worth it because I think I would have maxed out something.
I definitely
Get
think
the board extenders.
I don't like the
We tried to
going
follow.
last
I got one.
compared to going first. Having the guaranteed thing gives you going earlier with the goal in the bank type thing gives you a good guaranteed start. Like for me in that first round, my 2 victory points came up twice. So I only had 4 gold when I went to go, and I'd rolled my dice 4 times at that point. So I was a little bit like,
Yeah, when
4
you're
points
rolling the
isn't
victory
going
points,
to
I'm like,
be-
that sucks.
Yeah.
So you don't want that early.
No, but it worked out in the end. So.
The winner complains.
Victory points.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining, but it's just I think it's a really good mechanic.
Yeah.
That's how it works. But I do think
It's annoying that you have to wait every time someone's building up their dice, essentially. I mean, it doesn't take that long.
You get the first choice from those lower gold items because you have the gold there already.
Yeah.
I'm relying on you guys not buying up all of the cheap stuff and rolling the right amount because I set up nothing.
But it depends how you want to do it as well, because you could buy, there's ones that cost 2 and 3, and you could buy like multiples of those, or you could save and buy like a 6.
I was trying to buy the
Yeah.
expensive ones and just putting on my 1 dice early.
There was the round where I think I actually picked it up and then changed my mind. I was going to get the 12 gold. But
And then you bought like a bunch of little ones.
Then you ended up buying a bunch of little ones, which I think, though I bought the 12 one, and I only rolled it once, and it was never really worth it.
See, but then I
should have
rolled
bought
mine, like,
the 8 seemed like the good
Endlessly,
value.
so depends.
Yeah, I mean, it's a luck-based game. You're rolling dice,
Yeah,
so
Yeah.
ultimately, it's gonna happen where you are like, oh, I wasted that. I shouldn't have done that, but
Did we decide on a rating system we're going to use? Is it you do 10 stars but never give it a 10 because you're magic and some others got a 10.
You got like 2
On
stars
BGG,
on
I've probably got like 8 or 9, 10 ratings.
There was like
on
3.
BGG.
You had a lot of 9s. I remember I looked at it because I
lot of
saw your
9s.
list.
I rate Star Wars films out of 7.
5 out of 7, perfect.
5 out of 7, perfect, yeah. No, I like it. I think it.
It's like I don't think you want to rate it by stars. You should be rated by like, will I play it again? Would I want to purchase it?
I think I would purchase it.
Yeah.
I might, but depending on when we finish, I might purchase it tonight. I would play it with people who play games and who don't play games. I think
It seems fairly accessible.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
It's good for a range of people.
I think
It plays about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. It probably is a little bit more towards your gamers who can think and plan a bit
Because
more.
you're playing with a gamer with and some non-gamers. I think the gamers will.
Well, I think
Still
it's funny. The game's fun enough playing it that
Someone doesn't
But
take it
they'll
too
probably
seriously.
yeah, but
Yeah.
winning isn't that important.
Anybody can play it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you roll some dice and then
Yeah.
decide, add some new faces or buy some
And
cards?
even throughout the game, at different points, different people were winning, right?
Yeah.
Because we were tied for points, but you had your little stack of cards. It was ridiculous by the end.
Yeah, you guys had basically the same strategy, except for he was getting
The
cards and you did.
yeah. Because
That's,
for some
that's
reason,
basically the
couldn't get
difference
moon
between you guys
shards or
and
sun
points.
shards. So it's just, that was it.
We're rolling victory points the whole time.
True.
But yeah, I really like it. I think it is a really good one for that hour kind of range, which I'm more and more a fan of these days. Because with a kid, I'm like anything more than a couple hours is like.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of thing I could pull out when Alice is napping
Yeah.
and play with Tracy and.
I think that was my favourite of the 3 games today, not just because I won.
I mean, you weren't good at games, so.
But yeah, I think I would probably give that a solid 8 or 9.
Yeah, I think it's really good.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll just go in game order then. So the next
Frog
one
Riders.
was
Frog
Frog
Riders.
Riders.
I actually enjoyed that one. Not just
Of
because
course
I
you
won.
I think for me that is a game that I would get if I had my youngest children, 8 to 12 age range.
Yeah.
I think there's maybe a bit younger. It's got the imagery is fun, but it wouldn't grip me for long enough. Because if I played it with just myself and Jill, it's like playing chess or checkers.
Yeah.
The stronger player will win the 1v1
I
game
think
more
so.
often. Whereas when it's multiple people, I think it's fun enough that.
But it does have that
It's harder to
kiddish
develop
look
a
to it.
strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
younger.
they've obviously gone for a theme and look that is a family kind of oriented theme, but I do think it does have the ability to be one that could be
Well, you could
played.
play like a chess, like you said.
Yeah.
If you like that kind of thing,
Yeah.
and you like that one-on-one, best player will win.
I mean, I don't think it would ever, compete with those
chess.
kind of things,
Yeah.
just because there is randomness, obviously, in the setup, and which blue cards come out can be quite a big thing. But that's obviously a thing they've put in to make it more accessible and
More accessible,
friendly,
more random.
'cause
Because then you're just playing checkers.
kids
Yeah.
could win just based on what
I
comes
think
out.
if I was looking for a 1v1 game of that style, I would rather get Sentry.
You did.
I did. That has more to it as a 2-player game.
Yeah.
This one I would rather have
More group.
as a
Multiplayer.
family game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would probably out of the 3, that would be my number 3 from today. Just because I lost. And I'm sad. I don't think it would grip me for multiple.
Yeah.
You don't. You wouldn't want to get deep enough into it
No.
to take it.
It feels like an older game. As in an 80s, 90s
Yeah.
style
I
Yeah.
can see
board
that.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with that. I still play
Older games.
Monopoly. So,
Yeah, I mean, it's taken a mechanic that's been around
Yeah.
for a long, long time and just adding a few
Frog.
bells and whistles and interesting theme. So
Kingdomino.
Frog Riders.
Kingdomino.
I liked it. I mean, the fact that you get your own little castle is just really nice.
The entirely pointless.
Yeah.
There's literally no reason for that. Like, you just turn it on
Obviously,
the
somebody
thing.
finds value in it.
It blocks your sight lines.
But it's cute. It's just
So
nice.
I was waiting for the rule for what it does. Do you get to place it on something and get extra points? It should count as a crown. You can put it in one at the end, and that counts as a crown.
The rule is,
Some-
I bought the game, I opened it up, and I got to build the little castles,
That's the
all
most
of
fun
them.
part.
Yeah.
I'm jealous I missed that.
think that I do think it could. I would house rule it to do something, just because it's there, and if it doesn't do anything, I wouldn't put it. For example, the last few playthroughs of Mansions of Madness me and Joe have played, I haven't put the worker figures on. I've just used the cards because they don't serve any purpose other than the aesthetic, which is fine. But for me, the game holds my attention well enough that I don't need that added aesthetic. So I just put the cardboard out 'cause it's quicker.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's the same kind of thing. If I bought Kingdomino now, I probably wouldn't even bother building them. So that if I ever needed to sell it,
That's
it's
sad.
untouched.
Yeah.
But, you know, I just they're nice,
Maybe.
but
Because it's
they
like
don't-
if you had Carcassonne and then the castle pieces for every castle tile or something.
Yeah.
You'd be like, you don't need it.
I mean,
Or like a little church thing.
component-wise, obviously that's not necessary. The tiles are super thick.
Yeah, they are.
They are like really
Yeah.
top
Heavy
quality,
duty,
heavy
yeah.
duty, shiny, glossy. So
I can see why it's been so popular. I'm a very judgmental, horrible person. So when I answer the phone and someone's like, "Do you have any Kingdomino?" I'm like, "Oh, phone in. We've not had it for ages. It's sold out. It must be popular because people keep buying it." Now that I've played it, I can appreciate
Yeah.
why people
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can
are
appreciate
going
it.
crazy over it. It's a very simple mechanic. Works really well. I think that the woods and the pastures are a little bit too close in colour definition.
yeah, when I
The crown
first
tiles are. for
Yeah,
sure,
yeah. Because I thought there was one that almost took the
Yeah.
space. I'm like, wait, that's not a pasture
Yeah.
crown.
that's one thing that isn't mentioned in the rules is a list of like the different types of terrain.
Really?
It doesn't say that. So when I first played it, I actually did think it was the same. And then I'm like, wait, no, like
It's different, yeah.
it is different. But I mean, that's a problem that I think has been in games with terrain
Yeah.
where it's like different.
Well, yeah, you go back to Catan.
It's like light
Yeah,
green and
exactly.
dark green.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's not a big deal. Once you look at it, you can say, okay, that one has
That one
trees
has
on it.
trees on it, yeah.
So, but yeah, it's a nice little light one.
Yeah, I think that is one that I
Luck-based.
would get and I could play with Jill. And again, it's very accessible. It's not difficult. I don't think it's one where I play multiple rounds in the evening. It's a grab that one, play it, grab something else, play it. That kind of night.
I think there's variants, if I remember right.
It's where the castle does something. And it's
Yeah,
amazing.
no,
Yeah.
let me just check.
Before we slam it all.
I think, like,
So here we go. So it says you can play 3 rounds in a row and add your scores from each, I guess, to reduce the luck of the draw.
Yeah.
Score 10 additional points if your castle is in the center.
Could have been you.
Yes! Even more winning.
5 additional points if your territory is complete, like the territory.
Yay.
keep getting the points.
And then it says, with 2 players, after 1 or 2 practice games, the real champions battle to build the largest kingdoms. Use all the dominoes to build a 7x7 grid. So normally in a 2-player, you remove like half the tiles, but you can play a giant 7x7 as well. So that's good. The fact that it has
Couple variations.
the basic game, and then it can add in some things to it.
Although, like, I think the castle in the middle and filling your board points should just be part of the game.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it says additional rules basically.
Yeah.
So
Let's say that I got
15.
3.
Like, I don't know. That incentivizes you to
Do the
build
bad
the things.
yeah. So I mean, obviously, like that, a possible 10 and 5 points can be pretty significant.
Yeah.
That can be huge because then you can almost focus more to do that and
It's like having
and
additional
just help the bigger
territories.
thing.
The only reason I didn't build it that way is so that I could picture how big it would be. Without offsetting it, it's nice and simple.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah, I think it's good because obviously you can have like the super basic version, or you can add in if you have played it and want a little bit more of a challenge or
Yeah.
other things to think about.
Again, it's not really comparable as a game, but in the style and where it would live in my collection would be along the lines of something like Get Bit and those, just grab it, play it for
Yeah.
a little while and then it's done. Suppose I play code games in the
Yeah,
same way. It's not
yeah.
what I'll play lots of rounds of.
Yeah.
But something like that, I think it's a good fit. It's a shame it doesn't have more players, I think.
More than 4.
Yeah, because it's wide enough that you could play it as a social game.
5 or 6.
But
Who knows? Maybe they'll add an expansion. where you can
Although,
do-
if you're 4, then if there's like 6 people and you're going last, you always.
you keep going last.
yeah.
I don't know.
Not
I
even
think that
keep
might
on, like,
work.
last wasn't even that bad. Like, I was jumping forward and back the whole time, but.
Yeah, I guess there's a bit.
But if you get that big line of
it's not
stuff, like, I mean.
because you are jumping around in the turn order, I don't think there's really that much downtime. It's a super short game. So
Yeah.
even if it did go up to 6, I think that would probably be okay.
Yeah, that's what I would like, I suppose, would be a 5 and 6 player expansion. But I think it was good. I will probably get that one as well at some point.
So yeah, and we'll try and bring
All 3 games have
decent
good
games.
components.
They're all aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say all the games were aesthetically pleasing. They all had good, like, solid components, like the domino tiles, whatever you want to call them. They're solid. Ice Forge, all the pieces
Those
were
guys were
pretty
so
good.
cool.
Yeah.
That was such
And
like
like
that's
even like the little
Those
frogs
were well
and the
done.
frog riders were like pretty cool figures.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously with the stream, we have a limited time, so something like The Godfather we play, and it's a little meatier one game, and that's the whole stream. But there'll be times where I'll bring a bunch of shorter ones, and they'll all
was The
obviously
Godfather.
be
I really liked it.
Yeah.
very good.
It has just the right level where it mirrors the film, like the way the acts are laid out. Very good, very cleverly done. The thing at the moment, I think there's enough replayability with the way the business is all put out. I'd have to play it multiple times to
Yeah.
see, because I do think there's better strategies than others, but it depends on how much that changes with the layout of the board. And I'd like
Plus
to
what
play
jobs
with,
are out and
yeah,
stuff.
and different numbers of players. So I think we played it with 4.
We did 4,
Is
yeah.
that the max and maximum?
5's the max.
5.
Yeah.
So I'd like to play it maximum and minimum as well to give it
yeah.
a full review, but I really liked it.
Yeah.
That's the one that, depending on the price of Dice Forge, I'll have to put one from back.
Dice Forge is actually pretty reasonably priced. I think it's like 55.
I'll just get both of them.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Cool.
The video will be up
Soon.
tomorrow or Sunday.
Cool. Maybe I'll watch it then.
Yeah.
Do you want to wrap it up then? And
Yeah, so next week is going to be X-Wing, because we have X-Wing Store Champs on the Saturday, Sunday. So Friday night we're going to
to
do...
play in practice because he's playing the National Championships.
I
Winning
know.
Golden Daggers.
Do you know what? I actually have been looking at doing some Gold Squadron with Iron Cannon turrets just for old time's sakes. So we'll see. I might do something, not exactly the same, but yeah. So we're gonna do an X-Wing stream. I think we are planning on live streaming the tournament
Yeah,
as well.
myself and Calvin will be running the live stream all day Saturday, and then the final cut on Sunday.
Yeah.
We have, as Greg said, it's going to be a 2-day event, so it shouldn't be too long of a day. I think I've capped it at 5 or 6 rounds on the Saturday. Any spillover for rounds will be played on the Sunday.
So I just quickly want to check because I have planned the next couple of weeks stream after that. And I
think
can't remember what order.
board game one.
There's 2 more board game ones.
Ooh, yeah.
I can't
Maybe I'll figure it
remember. I can't remember which order I did them in, so I'm just going to check. I did put them on the calendar. I'm just trying to find. I put them Facebook events too. One of them is Terraforming Mars, because I have the Broken Token Organizer, and it's awesome.
I want to play Terraforming Mars as well. That'll be good.
I can play that again.
And no, I can't get Wi-Fi.
Don't want to just check it on here.
So I can't remember if, it's either the 18th.
I could have just done this.
Oh, we could, Chris could look up because the Wi-Fi down here is sketchy.
Next week.
Message from Jeff.
Renegade Game Studios Focus with Quank Lotus.
That's the 18th.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the order I did it. So
And then Terraforming Mars on the
25th. Yeah, so 3 Renegade, potentially up to 3 Renegade games, Quank for sure, Lotus for sure, and then if we get time, World's Fair 1893.
I want to play all 3 of those.
So if you want to play and you're around, then we may have these guys in again.
Yay.
Make sure you like us on Facebook, Sentry Box on Facebook. Follow our Twitch stream, obviously. Subscribe to this. Follow on this. We don't have a subscribe button. And like us on YouTube at Sentry Box there as well. And thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you again soon.
Bye.